one.
Welcome to the Call to Freedom.
Broadcasting live from Vertcoin Studios on LRN FM.
You're listening to Will.
You will listen to every damn word I have to say!
And Aria.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Stay tuned for political talk and everything crypto. That's right.
Broadcasting internationally on our BitPlus network satellite.
This is
The Call to Freedom.
All right, let's boot it up.
That's right. Welcome here to the Call to Freedom on this live Monday edition. Coming back to you live here from the Vertcoin studio in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. It is another beautiful day here. It was above freezing, no snow. Kids went to school 2 hours late. Got to sleep in this morning. I have to say, no real complaints on my end. How are things doing over there in Mississippi today?
Cold
Aria?
again.
Cold again.
Yes,
See,
unfortunately.
you should be here.
It'll be cold again there.
Yeah,
soon
it
enough.
will. It will. But if you got to be cold, at least you can be here where you can spend your Dash and your Bitcoin on dinner like I did today. I went and had some poutine with charcoal grilled hamburger chopped up over the top of it and extra gravy and some of the most amazing chili cheese fries. And the only reason I got that and not the large Marge, which is a 12-ounce burger there, they take 2 6-ounce patties. They take one patty, they put macaroni and cheese on top of it, and then they put another 6-ounce patty on top, and they just seal it around the edges and grill it. It's because I ordered it on the phone, and they didn't tell me what the special of the day was when they answered. Or I would have had that today instead, which sounds really
Tragic.
Not sound good.
But we are joined today by our new Monday crew. We've got from the Classic Crew as well, Mr. Tom Gray, broadcasting live there from East Tennessee. And we also have Chelsea Snyder with us from Maryland and the Vahra Institute Project.
Yep.
Institute Project. Something. I don't remember.
We'll institutionalize him before too long.
You
So
never know. You never know. So it is, as I said, another beautiful day. But today is a day that's a little bit different. We have no signal. Oh, okay. Awesome. So our tech guy is in here. The station owner is changing out some monitors and putting some new stuff in, and I had some stuff queued up, but we're just there we go. Awesome. So this is a first. This is a first that this has happened. Oh, there we go. Oops, and oops again.
the repeating of "oops" followed by dead air on the air is not a first for this show.
I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. Sorry. But this is our, well, it's a libertarian.
Wait a minute. But it's Monday.
It is. That's why it's not Libertarian Drama of the Week. It's the Libertarian Drama Remix.
Oh, I was like, did Will accidentally play two cues at once again? No, it's a remix.
That's right.
This is great.
The Libertarian Drama Remix. That's when Libertarian Drama is so big and so expansive and just keeps getting, it's like Chex Mix. You know, like it starts out and it's just a bowl of Chex. And then somebody throws in some pretzels and you're like, oh, well, looky there. It's a bowl of pretzels and Chex. And then somebody throws in a little bit of Cheez-Its and then some rye chips and then some butter and some seasoning and a little Worcestershire sauce on there. Next thing you know, it's just a big old Chex Mix. And then we got to come back and be like, okay, well, it started out, we talked about this the other day. And it was just, you know, like they're going to censure Arvin Vohra and blah, 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 blah. And
I thought you were
I don't think we
joking.
talked about that.
Oh, no, we didn't talk about that. What did we talk about last week on the Libertarian Drama of the Week? It was this. It was
We
related
talked
to
about
this.
the Hayes Ron Paul thing. Remember
Yeah,
Daryl got
yeah,
on here and
yeah.
started yelling?
The Hayes Ron Paul thing. Well, this is all connected to that, it turns out, because like
It
all
is.
of it's kind of blowing up together.
Hence the Chex Mix analogy.
Exactly.
And my stupid posts.
Exactly. It's so much fun. We are going to stir up. We told you we were just going to, you know what? We're going to libertarian hang out it ourselves, and we're going to go out and stir up drama because we just don't have anything better to do, and we want something to talk about on the air. So there we go. But what I've got here, this is just, it's funny to me because of the timing of it, if nothing else. Now, this is from jail. Okay. From jail. Adam Kokesh.
Always a good start.
Right?
Literal jail, not Facebook jail.
Yeah.
This
Now,
is-
I've been trying to get audio of this, and I can't seem to find it.
That's because they don't allow recording devices in jail normally. Did he manage to get audio out?
It says the Libertarian
If we did,
Vindicator.
I don't want to know how.
Well, supposedly this is supposed to have come from a radio broadcast that he did. You know, like a podcast that he's doing still from jail. Anyway, here it's the Libertarian Vindicator by Adam Kokesh 2020. So there's no mistake of did it come from the campaign. We know it now. I mean, the campaign's name is on it. It's coming from the campaign. Says no victim, no crime. For possession itself is never a crime. Blah 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 blah. War on drugs is a war on us. Wise County bond system shakedown racket.
All the usual stuff.
Steam it. Excited. 2 nominations for the party. First, I'm running for the Libertarian Party nomination for president in 2020 in order to dissolve the entire federal. Okay, keep going. You would think that being a big government Massachusetts Republican would disqualify Bill Weld from representing libertarians, which brings us to our next 2 pedophilia protectors in the party.
Woo!
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't even
us
like
what
Bill
you
Weld.
really think.
Okay, says I'm running for the Libertarian nomination orderly. My opposition is the pro-pedophile Bill Weld, who is launching his campaign unofficially this weekend with a documentary produced by a convicted pedophile. As if that wasn't bad enough, Bill Weld is also a Hillary Clinton supporter. You would think that being a big government Massachusetts Republican would disqualify him from representing libertarians. Well, I mean, being a drug hawk and being persona non grata for 2 years didn't stop Bob Barr. So it says this brings us to our next 2 pedophilia protectors in the party. Chair Nick Sarwark and Vice Chair Arvin Vora. Sarwark's already dissented Carla Schutz, who was hired recently as a candidate recorder. Recently, despite the fact she has publicly famed LP candidates, including myself, without apology or retraction. Okay, all right. Well, we'll get into the rest of this drama-filled nonsense when we get back here on the Call to Freedom. If you want to call in and weigh in on this stupid nonsense, give us a call. It's 603-283-6160. Yeah, we've got this, and then it turns out, well, maybe the guy you were pointing the finger at wasn't actually the guy, because turns out sometimes there's more than one person on Earth with the same name. Who would have thought? We'll be right back here in just a few on the Call to Freedom.
When they bring that wagon round.
Radio is the most personal of mediums. I exist right now in your head. If you listen to Free Talk Live regularly, you know me. Free Talk Live is on more than 160 radio stations around the U.S. and has been downloaded on every continent around the world. Hundreds of thousands of listeners with ad packages from $600 a month to $6,000 a month. Imagine what we can do for your business, project, website, or idea. Email me, mark@freetalklive.com.
I've been told no in many different ways.
I give you an order and you're going to obey it.
George, you can go this way. You can do that and you have to leave here.
You cannot bring signs into the rally.
What
with me.
Well, I'm comfortable here, actually.
Whoa,
Hey, who do you think you are? Excuse me.
There is no video and audio allowed in this hospital.
No, I have work today. This is...
You ain't gonna make it.
Wait a minute.
Hey! Oh my God! Unbelievable!
Why are you running from me?
Because you scared me.
Property,
What am I being detained for?
You're being served.
What is this?
You're being served.
What is this? Bureaucrats have a funny way of telling people no.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. Watch it for free and order the Director's Cut DVD at victimlesscrimespree.com.
Did you know you can get news updates about what's happening with the Liberty Radio Network delivered in the way you prefer? You can sign up for our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. Plus, you can stay in the loop by joining our Facebook profile at facebook.lrn.fm or follow us at Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm. It's all free, so sign up now at updates.lrn.fm for news updates delivered to your email box, facebook.lrn.fm to follow our Facebook page, and twitter.lrn.fm to receive our tweets.
This Your Family Today tip is brought to you by Juicy Juice, 100% juice, providing a full serving of fruit in every 4 ounces. Visit us at juicyjuice.com. When it comes to nutrition, kids need both fruits and vegetables every day to stay healthy and grow. For the ideal mix, your kid should have at least 1.5 cups of any veggie or 100% veggie juice, and 1 cup of any fruit or 100% fruit juice a day. For more tips like these, visit us at parenthood.com/yourfamilytoday.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
Free Press Publications is an independent, alternative media and publishing company founded in June 2009 with the mission of ensuring a free press for the freedom movement and is committed to spreading the message of peace, freedom, love, and liberty. FPP also gives new authors an avenue for publishing freedom-oriented material. FPP brings you daily news and commentary on the website fpp.cc, as well as a daily 5-minute newscast, FPP Radio News, and weekly news, views, and commentary in the FPP Freedom Minute and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio at fppradio.com, and the monthly newspaper FPP News at news.fpp.cc. Find FPP online at fpp.cc. That's fpp.cc, as in Creative Commons.
What's up next? Visit the Liberty Radio Network program guide to find out at shows.lrn.fm. That's shows.lrn.fm.
This is Angel Clark, and you're listening to The Call to Freedom on LRN.fm.
FM, broadcasting live here from the VertCoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. Another day here in our wonderful little crypto community. You should come visit, and a good reason for you to come visit is Liberty Forum. And you can come and visit us. We'll be broadcasting live this Friday. That's right. This Friday, we'll be broadcasting live from Liberty Forum in Manchester, New Hampshire on Friday and on Saturday. So come out and you'll have opportunities to win free coins. You'll have opportunities possibly to get on the air or who knows? There's all kinds of stuff that happens at these conventions, man. We have a really good time, and you are too. So come out, NHLibertyForum.com, get your tickets. Use the coupon code CTF10 to get 10% off of your tickets for being a Call to Freedom listener as their thank you to you. So now we're going to get into this story here that we've been talking about. Basically, Nick Sarwark and Arvin Vora and Bill Weld and Daniel Johnson, the producer of this film,
and a bunch of people not in jail.
Yeah, were all accused of either being pedophiles or being supporters / protectors of pedophiles.
Look at this. Y'all acting like a major party. You've even got your own pizza gate, minus the pizza.
Right. Says he's nominating Aaron Adams of Oklahoma for the national chair and Carla Howell of Massachusetts for vice chair. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I like both of them. I hope you will join me in ensuring that the LP can be all that it can be. Hang together, or surely we will hang separately. They have subjected me to this recent injustice because they want us to be afraid, to cower, to feel small and weak. However, okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Or maybe because you on probation, son.
Here.
He says that we need to stand together, and then he is sort of defaming many of the members of the party. And not really quite the same message there.
There you go. You wanted to know, are these Adam's own words?
That does
Here you
sound
go.
like something that was recorded.
Hold on. Yeah, let me see if I can find audio of this that I can play over here. It is Adam's actual voice. So that tells me,
I mean, you can't just point at your political opponents and call them pedophiles. That's no better than the Democrats' tactics of pointing at Republicans and calling them racist.
Or Republicans pointing at Democrats and calling them pedophiles.
So to be accurate, you can.
You can. It just makes you.
It's just not nice.
Well, you're not offering any kind of a different choice then at that point.
And it doesn't necessarily make you a more attractive candidate either.
Yeah.
To just be seen as, calling out your opponents for something that is completely unfounded as well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of those guys he's in jail with might find it more attractive.
Well, you've got. Let's see here.
Join beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, after being at the Georgia State Convention yesterday, and I'll get into a little bit of what happened, but I gotta set the stage for what I'm gonna say in this video first, with, I guess, a little bit of more important big picture perspective here. And first, I want to talk about abusers and bullies, and I don't mean of any particular kind, just in the dynamics of being an abusive person, being a bully as an institution or as an individual, whatever. In order to get away with that, or one of the ways that people get away for so long with being abusive and being bullies, is that they intimidate people against speaking out. And
so are we starting to see
the irony?
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to say
I mean,
it.
you talk about bullying people and then go on 5 minutes later to have them called pedophiles and attempt to intimidate them into silence. So
there you go, being all logically consistent again, are you?
Well, what about you, Chelsea? Your boss is one of the people they're attacking here.
This is true. I know that Kokesh has done a lot of great things. He has a lot of, libertarian positions that I would agree with. I think it's interesting that he is sort of picking this moment to call out a lot of people in party leadership. But I do think that the past 6 months to a year, it's been a lot of growing sort of factionalism.
Very much
Working
so.
with Arvin, I absolutely have seen, I work with him, and so whenever he says something online, people come running to me and say, "Oh, did you see the thing that he said online?" Which is
Oh yeah, of course they
very,
do.
Yeah, a very fun, pastime of mine is to respond to those comments. But I do think that it's really just this growing difference between people who want to speak out about liberty in the areas where it is not popular, and then people who only want to speak out about liberty in the areas where it is popular. So it's going to be popular to say, let's end the drug war. It's not as popular to say, hey, our education system is failing and it's immoral and it is damaging children and we should not be forced to pay for it, right? And so
It's popular with me, but go ahead.
Well, it's not popular to say things. Okay, there are things that are a certain way, and speaking about them in very plain language, like taxation is theft, makes some people really, really uncomfortable. So because of that, you've got this whole thing now where because of that, the discomfort that's felt by them, you should be quiet. You should.
Well, yeah, we can't disrupt the permanent state of cognitive dissonance they live in. I mean, that's why they had these euphemisms. It's not murder, it's war. It's not theft, it's taxation.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes down to, I think, a cultural shift, so it's not just that we're fighting a political battle, but also fighting against the way people perceive things these days. And that's harder to do.
Very true, very true. So now when we get back here, there's a lot more of this story. I've actually got audio. Somebody was like, are you sure that Kokesh said that? Are you sure? Well, we've actually got audio of Kokesh making these statements himself. So yes, this is absolutely something that came directly from him. If you want to weigh in on the Libertarian Drama Remix, give us a call, 603-283-6160. We'll be right back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day. From wrestling superstars like Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are having an impact, I believe. Like I said, a lot of where I am now is due to listening to Free Talk Live. You changed my mind on some very important issues years ago.
To random people tuning in on the radio.
I was kind of stuck in the left-right paradigm. I heard your show by chance on a Saturday night. From there, I went on, joined the Free State Project, and become an amplifier. So, I mean, that's really the reason why I amp is because I know that if it wasn't for you guys being on as many stations as you are, I never would have found the ideas of liberty.
Your amp will directly change more lives by getting Free Talk Live in front of people looking for talk radio online and on the air. When you amp Free Talk Live, you get perks like access to the AMP-only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com. What do you shop for that you could otherwise buy at Amazon? Pretty much everything, right? Amazon has competitive pricing and they deliver, and that's a big plus. If you could plan ahead in your shopping, would you be interested in saving up to 33%? There's a catch. You have to do your shopping in Bitcoin. But imagine those savings. It's like a huge raise. All you have to do is go to saveitpurse.com. We've saved thousands, and you can too. Plan ahead and save. Saveitpurse.com. The Free State Project has reached its goal of 20,000 liberty lovers who've pledged to move to New Hampshire and get active to achieve liberty in our lifetime. Perhaps you're trying to figure out what part of New Hampshire should be your destination. If so, consider Keene. You'll find more than 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com. Keene is famous for its historic, publicity-generating activism, as well as being the liberty media capital of the world. It's home to freekeene.com, New Hampshire's destination for liberty activism, news, and opinion. For years, we've been compiling over 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com, where you'll learn about some of what's happening here and what makes Keene a great place to live. If you love liberty, you'll probably enjoy anywhere you end up in the Shire. But do your due diligence first. Please visit move.freekeene.com for the full list of over 150 reasons to move to Keene. That's move.freekeene.com.
The 3 most important things you can do for LRN.FM are 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my firm belief that the AMP program is the best use of your charitable dollar among liberty-oriented groups. Support all your favorite organizations, but make sure you give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
This is Michael Dean from the Freedom Fiends. I've run websites since 1996 and have used over a dozen web hosts in that time. AgristHosting.com is the only one that hasn't broken my heart. Agrist Hosting's uptime and service is stellar, and their DDoS mitigation is the best I've seen. That's important because if you tell the truth in this world, you'll ruffle feathers. And some people will try dirty tricks to silence your voice. No matter what the haters hit us with, Agrist Hosting keeps our websites online. If you have a mission-critical commercial presence or a world-changing activism site, you cannot tolerate any skullduggery. So go with agristhosting.com. Have a WordPress or blog site, but you're not satisfied with performance or uptime? Or just want raw hosting? Want to pay with Bitcoin? Agrist Hosting specializes in high-performance hosting with personalized service. Go to agristhosting.com and click on the button that says Get Hosted. That's agristhosting.com.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become an amplifier at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
You're listening to The Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
تستمتعون إلى برنامج نداء للحرية مباشرة على LRN.FM.
Welcome back into the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? Today it's been a bloodbath out there in the market, man. I'm telling you what.
Again,
man.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
For real, yo. Last time I checked, Bitcoin was down almost to 6,000.
I don't even look anymore.
Yeah. Somebody had told me, they're like, oh, man, Bitcoin's dead, yo. Bitcoin's dead. It went from 20,000 in December down to 6,000. Bitcoin's dead. I'm like,
dead again, man.
Bitcoin went from like 1,200 this time last year to 6,000 this year. So a 6,000, so like its value went up by 6 in a year. If that's how dead things work, if only I could be so dead when I'm actually dead. If I can be 6 times as active when I'm dead as I am when I'm alive, then damn.
It really is a bloodbath out there, though.
Necrophilia must be a big thing where he's from. So, oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I do have audio here. And again, we're joined by Chelsea Snyder from the Vora Institute. Oh, whoa. Holy crap. Wow. So,
want to share it with the rest of the class?
Yes, look what just popped up. Hold on. Where are we at? Yeah, I don't know if the camera people at home can see, but you can see. That's the one is my product. That's our little chats for like what we're doing on the air, and then right next to it that says Adam Kokesh. That's not my touch screen. That literally just came through just now while we were on the air as I was going to play the audio of Adam's statement that we were just reading. I got an invitation. Hey, would you like to come to our Freedom Family Reunion in May? Please RSVP so that I can uninvite those of you who can't come and free up some invites. Make plans to ensure that this is the best potluck camping party ever. Text me if you have any questions. So, yeah, I got invited to potluck at his house while we are talking about his most recent statements on the air. And I have audio of those now that we can play showing, this isn't bogus. This isn't
the Libertarian Party instead. If you're not already, please become a member of the LP by going to lp.org. I'm also excited to announce 2 important nominations for the party. But first, the reasons. I am running for the Libertarian Party nomination for president in 2020 in order to dissolve the entire federal government in a peaceful, orderly manner. My opposition is pro-pedophile Bill Weld, who is launching his campaign unofficially this weekend with a documentary produced by a convicted pedophile. As if it wasn't bad enough that he is also a Hillary Clinton supporter, you would think that being a big government Massachusetts Republican would disqualify him from representing libertarians. But he is doing this with the support of 2 other pedophilia protectors in the party, Chair Nick Sarwark and Vice Chair Arvin Borja. Sarwark has already defended Tara Schultz, who was hired recently as a candidate recruiter, despite the fact that she was publicly defamed LP candidate.
So there you go. I mean, right there in plain English, his voice, his website, him straight up saying what was in this article. So and it says that it was written by someone else, but like you just heard the video at the bottom of that, it's his voice on the phone.
So what are you gonna take to this potluck, Will?
Well, I'm not going.
Some falafel.
I'm not going. I'm not going to Arizona or Vegas or whatever hot desert place that he lives. I mean, we're friends, but
well, right now he lives in jail. That's pretty hot and desert.
Well, no, he's out of jail. He called Free Talk Live and was on the air here.
Wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
As soon as he got out, but the real story I think here is what comes out 2 days later in the Vindicator. Now, this is from a friend of mine, Luke Henderson. He's a writer for the Libertarian Vindicator. And I just lost. That was weird. How did I just lose touchscreen ability? That's odd. Oh, okay. Their whole website just locked up on me.
You play too many videos where they use the word pedophile and they take away your ability to touch the screen.
Right? Ew. Title via Luke Henderson, January the 25th. Kokesh potentially accused Wrong Daniel Thompson of pedophilia. Adam Kokesh, in a recent statement from prison, accused Bill Weld and anyone involved in the I Am Gary Johnson film of being pro-pedophilia. Well, I was involved in the film. I was interviewed.
Well, there you go.
I was interviewed. So was Daryl. I mean, I was interviewed in the chair that I'm sitting in right now. Seriously, the chair I'm sitting in right now, in the very spot that I'm sitting in at this very moment. They asked me why I hated Bill Weld. No. But they could have, and I would have probably gave them the same answer. No, they just asked me my opinion of what was going on and why I was willing to suspend. I had a good showing after the first ballot, and why, rather than stick around and try to get a bigger number for third place, why I was like, no, I don't want third place. I'd rather quit and give all my votes to Larry than see Bill Weld win and come in third place. For me, it wasn't about winning. It was about, I didn't want Weld doing to the party what he eventually did to the party, which is what you see happening, of course, the last 2 years. But they asked me about that, and and I gave them my opinion. They asked Daryl about it, and he gave his opinion, and but it says here, through a tip Dramatarians, libertarian gossip page on Facebook, recently posted on how this accusation could be false. The producer of the documentary shares the same name as a Utah County resident who had paid underage girls to perform oral sex. But Dramatarians concluded that the two people look nothing alike. In regards to producer Danny Thomas...
Isn't one black?
Who I'm not sure. In regards to producer Danny Thompson, whom Kokesh and other anti-Sarwar voices charged is why everyone involved with the film is pedo-bear approved, it appears to be a case of mistaken identity. No comment has been made from Kokesh in regards to this situation. Updates will be provided as soon as they become public. And this post from Dramatarians does not have a picture of this person. I do not see.
Well, the guy in the interview that you linked with us earlier, he mentioned that the actual pedophile was black.
That's great.
These are normally the sorts of
Well,
things
now,
that
of course,
Kokesh
you have
notice.
all of the normal folks
right
weighing in. As always, you have the same normal folks weighing in with their opinions that nobody cares about. And we might get into them when we get back, or you know what? We might just pass over them.
When they come to call.
Too loud. My bad. But we'll be back.
Looking for a great real estate investment? Consider New Hampshire, which is ground zero for the Liberty Movement. Your first call should be to Mark Worden from Porcupine Real Estate. He's more than just a real estate agent. He's your New Hampshire concierge. Where are the best places to live? Do you want farm, city, the burbs, or forest? Do you want a duplex or multifamily building so that renters pay your mortgage? There are homes in all price ranges in New Hampshire, and Mark can help with financing too. Invest in Liberty and property. Mark Worden can help.
PorcupineRealEstate.com Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm. Did you know we've taken our LRN.FM telephone listen line to a new level with the LRN.FM audio on demand line? Now you can call 712-770-8447 anytime and listen to LRN.FM's live feed. And you can listen to a bunch of our original shows on demand. Long distance fees may apply. Just dial 712-770-8447 and choose from the menu. 712-770-8447.
Are you tired of governments murdering people around the world? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. By using their money, you are helping the state. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it.
Get started with Bitcoin at bitcoin.com. That's bitcoin.com.
Some of you asked, and now we've delivered. LRN.FM's live Keene, New Hampshire studio shows are now streamed in HD on Twitch. Visit our channel at twitch.lrn.fm and give it a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription on Twitch. If you use it on our channel, Twitch will give LRN.FM a monthly piece of your Prime subscription cost. So please watch, follow, share, and subscribe to twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm. Hey, I'm LRN.FM Program Director Ian Freeman. If you're listening to our free-to-air satellite feed in North or Central America, heads up! We've been on the same channel on the Galaxy 19 satellite since 2010, but now our satellite provider is moving us to a new channel on a different transponder. The original channel will stay on the air until the end of February to give you time to transition without any loss of service, so don't delay. I've posted the new channel details at sat.lrn.fm, but in case you're listening with no internet access, if you do a blind scan on your receiver, you should see the new channel at transponder 12, 11,936 megahertz, horizontal polarization, symbol rate 20,000, FEC 3/4. All that information is at sat.lrn.fm, as well as a link to our Patreon where you can support our channels for just $2 a month. Visit sat.lrn.fm for more information about our international satellite channels, and thanks for listening to LRN.fm.
Join the LRN.FM Discord for live chat 24/7 at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm.
You are listening to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. आप सुन रहे हैं स्वतंत्रता की पुकार सिर्फ और सिर्फ LRN.FM पे।
All right, welcome back here to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. We are broadcasting live from the VertCoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire, and it is just another beautiful day outside. I'm wondering, are you new to cryptos? Well, if you are, you don't want to do all the busy work, go out and read white papers and all that kind of stuff, then you know what? Let me introduce you to Helium. Now, it's a savings accelerator, and it's powered by Uphold.com. They've developed a bot, and it will watch the conversion rates between regular old fiats and cryptos for you. Then it moves your money when the time is just right. You just take some, charge the account up with a bank card, maybe your Bitcoin Cash, or Dash Wallet. You're all done. Helium lets your money move you. So check them out over at helium.com/CTF. That's HELEUM.com/CTF to get your great deals for being a Call to Freedom listener. So we've been talking about the story. We've declared it our Libertarian Drama of the Week remix. Basically, what started out as, a censure of Vora and like Vora saying a little, like it has quickly gotten out of hand and turned into just baseless. Like, I am not a fan of Bill Weld, but I mean, I don't really see, at all what he has to do with this.
No, I mean, Tom is right. This is the Libertarians' Pizzagate. It's just as baseless, just as vague, just as wild speculative bullcrap.
Yeah, let's see here.
And for now, there's nobody with guns storming the pizza parlor, but, considering the source, let's just hope it stays that way.
Well, let's look at these two gentlemen's clean film business was front for porn.
Question of just curiosity. It didn't really say anywhere what the basis was for the accusation against Nick. I can understand the accusation against Arvin, at least, because that has been, a thing on Facebook recently, but I'm not sure where the accusation gets transferred over to Sarwark. Do you guys know?
No, basically, it's that whole guilt by association, that thing that libertarians don't do. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Basically, what it looks like to me is I'm looking at 3 pictures of these people that are supposed to be this guy, and they don't look anything like him. I mean, unless it's the case of like all white people look alike. Because it's 3 white guys. And outside of that, that's really the only way they look the same. Is that they're 3 white guys. That's it.
I have a little bit more insight on your question, Chelsea. Adam Kokesh is a loon who loves attention.
Okay.
And likes to say things. There we go.
This is the same guy with the girlfriend contract, right?
Yes.
Is it on a blockchain? Because if not, then it's an old school girlfriend contract.
It is not a smart girlfriend contract.
We know it's not smart. It's not on the blockchain either.
I mean, I actually defended Kokesh with the contract thing. I was like, private contracts between consenting adults is how libertarians define marriage in the first place. But he became a jerk and ended up blocking me while I was busy defending him.
It's not exactly new. I mean, was this like 20 years ago?
He became a jerk toward me.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's what's important.
Sorry.
No, I thought it was entirely appropriate.
It was entirely appropriate. I just couldn't help myself. It was one of those things that was like, this is just begging to be played again right now.
Speaking of your boss, Chelsea, it's pretty telling that this is what made the first ever Dramatarian remix and not the actual censure of the vice chair of the party.
Oh, yeah, we haven't gotten into that yet, but yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
I resigned from the party because of the censure.
I did see that online, yes.
I did a while ago.
Well, yeah, it was a final straw kind of thing.
I retired. I keep telling people that. I'm like, I'm retired, man. I just make fun of you guys now. That's what I do. I don't have to be a party. Not my party, not my monkeys. I don't have to be like, I can just sit back and laugh at you guys now. It's a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful. I don't have to care.
Well, I still care. But
yeah, well, now you can care for a completely different reason. Well, now you can care because it gets us ratings and makes you money.
I care, please.
It's great.
The more stupidity and ridiculousness that you guys just pour out, the better our ratings will be. The more we can, the more I can not have to do any show prep at all and just walk in and be like, oh. What are we talking about today? Well, hold on. Let me just go look on Facebook for 5 Up. There we go.
You do show prep?
Yeah, that's what all those stories I send to you guys before we go on the air.
I thought that was just stream of consciousness while you were on the toilet.
It just depends on the day of the week.
I guess that's still show prep.
Well, I mean, I'm prepping for the show, you know?
With the sound effect.
Let's not do a sound effect, okay?
What's great was that sound effect is like just enough to where we won't get in trouble with our AM affiliates, but just enough where people know what you mean.
That's right. That's what matters.
Clear
Skirting the
communication.
line.
Professional radio brought to you every day.
Skirting the line.
Every weekday. They still won't play us on Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh, well, no, that's not true. We're on Saturday. We'll be on this Saturday.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, 10 to 1. Again, as I said earlier, come out to the New Hampshire Liberty Forum. I'll be showing up about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Friday morning. We're going to set up the remote station, and we're going to broadcast live right there from Liberty Forum. We'll be joined in studio, I believe, by Chris Wade and Mike Laurie will be there. So we won't have our normal Friday crew with us because we can't really do that when we do these on remote events. We can't do the TeamSpeak and all that kind of stuff. We could, but it would require us to hire an extra person to work in the studio as well. And it's just, too much headache when Mike and Chris are already there and they're free. Well, they're not free, but they've already been paid. So I already paid them. So, and both of them missed a day, so they owe me a day. So it's perfect. Woohoo! All right, well, when we get back here on the Call to Freedom, it is going to be time for the Crypto Hour. That's right, Crypto Hour, brought to you by Helium.com. So stick around. If you want to get involved, give us a call, 603-283-6160. We will be right back.
Police in Lehman, Michigan describe a local student's recently foiled plans to commit a deadly school shooting as, quote, embarrassingly bad. Authorities apprehended 17-year-old Trent Bayer Thursday after finding him in an empty hallway struggling to load a pathetically small caliber pistol while simultaneously attempting to unfold an inaccurate map of the school. Lehman Police Chief Ethan Holman elaborated several ways Bayer's strategy could have been more effective, including setting off a homemade explosive in the teacher's lounge, executing popular students first, and at the very least purchasing some military fatigues.
You're not going to intimidate anyone by wearing a tucked-in button-down shirt and pleated trousers.
In other news, a jar of change on a dresser is sadly factoring into a number of financial decisions. A teen zebra doesn't give a shit how much you honk, it's not getting out of the road. And Dad's new 20-year-old Thai boyfriend really sucks at categories. And don't forget to never ever drink Pepsi Cola, whose dipshit marketing team backed out of a full-page ad buy at the last minute. For more news, visit theonion.com/newsbeat.
Did you know you can listen to LRN.FM via our free-to-air satellite channels? We have channels over nearly all of North America and much of Africa. All you need is an affordable receiver and a dish as small as 30 inches. There are no monthly fees. Learn more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content. See our coverage maps and get details at sat.lrn.fm. That's sat.lrn.fm. sat.lrn.fm.
In Survivor Max 2, School Bites, Max must scavenge through a wasteland swarming with the undead. Desperate to find the medicine he needs, he discovers a community of survivors at his former school. Has he finally found the safe haven he's been looking for, or will he discover that school bites? Look for Survivor Max on Facebook, read reviews on Amazon, and read Chapter 1 at survivormax.com.
More of the Call to Freedom is coming up next, live after the news on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
From Keene, the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, February 5th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.87 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,337 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $32, and the average price of Bitcoin is $7,656. Antiwar.com reports Yemeni forces loyal to the Saudi Arabia-backed Hadi government are, if on top of the right mountain and at the right time of day, within visual range of the outskirts of the capital city of Sana'a. It may be as close as they ever get. The same closeness, after all, has been true for literally weeks on end, and with a mountain range in the way, 25 miles or so isn't exactly walking distance. This is doubly true because gains in the area have long since stopped. Hadi forces have been on the offensive for most of the war, but over the past week saw their own de facto capital city of Aden getting completely routed by a whole different faction of southern separatists, which likely changes their priority from offensive to defensive. Saudi officials are trying to resolve the differences between Hadi's allies and the secessionists, but either way, they probably aren't going to be in a position to commit a bunch of additional troops to attacking North Yemen, meaning the war is as stalemated as ever. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co. UPI reports a strong shallow earthquake struck the coast of Taiwan on Sunday evening. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck 21 kilometers north-northeast of Hualien, Taiwan. Reports suggest the earthquake could be felt in Taipei, the capital city of Taiwan. No casualties have yet been reported. Aftershocks with magnitudes between 4 and 5 went rumbling across the country throughout the evening. The epicenter of the original quake was traced to a depth of 12 kilometers. Taiwan News reported a total of 10 aftershocks were reported, with the largest being a magnitude 5.5. Several smaller earthquakes preceded Sunday's main quake. Taiwan is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire and routinely experiences relatively minor earthquakes. The country and its populous capital have, however, experienced larger deadly quakes in the past. A 7.6 magnitude earthquake hit Taiwan in 1999, killing more than 2,500 people. For over 40 years, Robertson Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Robertson Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports Amtrak blamed a freight train operator for causing a crash on Sunday that killed 2 people and injured more than 100 others when one of its passenger trains was diverted onto a side track and slammed into a parked unmanned freight train in South Carolina. In the U.S. passenger rail operator's third fatal crash in as many months, Amtrak Train 91, carrying 9 crew members and 136 passengers, was traveling from New York to Miami when it hit the CSX corporate freight train that was stopped on a side track or siding at about 2:35 a.m. Sunday morning. Amtrak President and Chief Executive Richard Anderson said CSX was responsible for the tracks and the signals, including one that had a lock attached to it and diverted the Amtrak train onto the side track. He said in a statement, CSX had lined and padlocked the switch off the main line to the siding, causing the collision. CSX did not address the comments by the Amtrak CEO, but said it was working with federal investigators. Both Amtrak and CSX offered their condolences to the families of the 2 people who died. Robert Sumwalt, chairman of the U.S. National Transportation Board, told a news conference the section of track was operated by CSX and there was a padlock on the switch that steered train traffic onto the siding. Amtrak engineer Michael Kempf of Savannah, Georgia, and conductor Michael Cella of Orange Park, Florida, were both killed. 2 of the 116 people injured were in critical condition after the wreck, which occurred about 5 miles southwest of the state capital of Columbia. Anderson said the passenger train hit the tail end of the CSX train. The NTSB said the CSX train had 2 locomotives and 34 empty auto racks used to transport cars. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.
House of Representatives Bill 323, the IHOP should stay open all night so we can get some Pancakes Act. This bill was submitted for immediate review very late last night under the provisions of the National Emergency Legislation Act.
Can we dim the lights? It's really bright.
H.R. 323 would by federal order require all IHOP restaurants to, quote, remain open 24 hours effective right this minute, even if some manager has to get out of bed and drive down here to start making some pancakes.
Well, we stand by the bill.
Right. We wrote it, apparently.
This bill would also require the federal government pay to build a tram or monorail or whatever connecting the Black Sheep Pub on North Capitol Street to all IHOP restaurants.
I think
in the
we made
city.
some illustrations of
The bill
that.
gives the estimated cost of the tram as probably not even that much. You are wasting my time and the time of this committee.
I gotta go.
What, Congressman? This committee is still in session. You can't.
This is the Onion News Network. The Call to Freedom is an opinion show. It's meant for informational purposes only. It is not licensed financial advice. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you hear from the Call of Freedom and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. I mean, come on, guys. Duh. It's a cryptocurrency investment and a political talk radio. Of course, it's opinions.
Hold. Hold. Hold.
You better hold on for dear life, because it's time for the Crypto Hour, brought to you by Helium.com, on the call to freedom.
That's right. It's time for the Crypto Hour here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. I am your host, as always, Will Coley. We are broadcasting live from the Vertcoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. And it is just another beautiful day here. You want to get in on the show, give us a call, 603-283-6160. Well, you know, it's not looking good out there, guys. The headlines are all doom and gloom still. Most recent, I mean, this literally 4 minutes ago, coming across my there it is. Coming across my little thing here. It says here, market update, Bitcoin prices suffer a 65% loss since December. So Bitcoin prices and cryptocurrency markets in general have been declining in value for the past 6 weeks straight, with a few bounces here and there. Currently, Bitcoin to U.S. dollar markets have reached the lowest price in weeks, touching $6,600 on February 5th, 2018, erasing the past 3 months worth of gains. So what do you think?
Yeah, erasing is exactly it. I mean, it's still up, 1,000% from what it was a year ago?
This time last year, Bitcoin prices were around $1,600, I think. And today they are at, well, let's see what Bitcoin average has for our average 24-hour price at the moment. Let's see here. BitcoinAverage.com, Bitcoin average to U.S. dollar price is $7,132 with a low of $6,600.73 and a high of $8,199. A global value of $3,300,000. Oh wait, that's Bitcoins, not dollars. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see here. What is today's market cap on Bitcoin? Bitcoin's coin market cap 24-hour volume is just over $9 billion. So yeah, Bitcoin's dead. It's down to $9 billion in usage in the last 24 hours.
If Bitcoin is dead, it's because of high transaction fees.
Well, we're not to that point yet in the show, but I can find that out for you really quick. BitcoinFees.info is where we get that information from.
Well, I mean, they're perpetually high.
Oh, wow.
So
$2.68.
I mean, the fact that you can read that like it's not high is the problem.
Well, if you want to get in within the next 6 blocks, it's 72 cents.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, but the highest 3-block fee, $37 as the median transaction fee. That was the high point. It's $37 for transact. That's the median fee of $37. So it's $2.68 is a marked improvement. 72 cents. Oh my Lord, the improvement. So from 37,
Bitcoin crashing.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You idiots broke it, and now it doesn't want to function right. And the only way to keep it with transaction fees at a reasonable level is for it to be, crashing. says Bitcoin's lost 12.39% of its value in the last 24 hours. Actually doing better than a lot of other currencies. Ethereum losing 13%, Ripple losing 13%, Bitcoin Cash losing almost 17.5%. Cardano over 12.5%. Neos almost 18%. So, I mean, goodness gracious, man. Everything, Dash is down 15%, Monero's 13%. Dollar tethers are remaining strong at 0.74% in the green. And I think that Digex DAO is up like 1,000% in the last week, or 680% or something like that. Let's see here.
We have to find out where to get that.
For real? I'm going to start looking for it now.
No, it's down a little bit too right now.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not taking the beating that.
Oh, it's down
the others are.
33%.
That's the gold one?
Yeah, it's down 33%. It spiked at 400.
Can we ask how that happens? I mean, if it's supposed to be gold backed, isn't that supposed to stabilize its value?
It spiked at $409. It also spiked again like this back in May of 2016. But that spike, it was going up to $33.
But guys, there is one cryptocurrency that is up 320% in the
Trump
past
coin,
week.
right?
President Trump coin.
That's right. The President Trump coin.
It's trading at 4.6 cents.
And the fact that that's not a joke.
It is not.
This is not the Onion.
Well,
folks.
it's a joke, but it's not funny.
For real.
There's one coin that's outperforming, and that's Quebec coin. And it's up 403%. But
you two are depressing me.
What I want to know is
depressing you. You should see my
why is Quebec coin
account
performing well while the Canadian e-coins are like.
Well,
because
that's how
Quebec is a French province.
What I read was how it's performing over the past week. It had like a momentary. It was trading at 11 cents. It had a momentary spike where it went up to 4.6 cents, or it went up to 12. What did it go up to? It went up to 12 cents from a penny. So now it's corrected its way back down to 4.5 cents. So the only one that's got sustained growth is President Trump coin. Oh, thank God the drone is here to save us all.
I would like to make a drone joke following the Trump statement, but I don't want to get us kicked off the air.
The drone is interesting itself, so it's the drone itself is a little bit interesting. So, but
this is a good time to get the drone drop.
It is a good time to get the drone drop because as much as people are losing, a little free money is a nice prospect for most people these days. But if you, there you go.
Get more.
If you want to win, give us a call, 603-283-6160, and you can win some free coins. We will be back here shortly with the remainder of Crypto Hour here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. If you want to get involved, you got a doom and gloom story, you got a hey, things are going to be okay story, give us a call, 603-283-6160. We'll be right back.
I love My Magic Mud. I drink a lot of coffee. I had stains on my teeth. Then I found My Magic Mud, and I was told it would remove stains. So I paid attention when I brushed the first time. My Magic Mud is black tooth powder, and the difference it made in my teeth in one application was noticeable. With 4, my teeth were as white as you normal folks out there. Please go to mymagicmud.com and buy a jar. There's 150 applications for $25. You can use Bitcoin, mymagicmud.com.
Since time began, tyrants have taken aim at personal liberties. Now there's a movie that aims back.
The government has no more right to tell us what to put in our bodies than they have to take our guns or tell us what books we can read.
6 drug police were eaten by bears while raiding a marijuana farm.
On your knees, you dirty hippie! Jesus. On your knees! What's the problem, officer?
Today, many cops who enforce pot laws do so only because it provides them with cushy jobs, good benefits, and a chance to push people around.
I was an undercover narcotics officer. The drug war is nothing but a farce.
The Second Amendment says you gotta keep you and your get intact.
Guns and Weed, The Road to Freedom. A film by Michael W. Dean and Nima Vadadi.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
Here's a chance to do a little activism while you're cruising Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Between the LOL cats, the recipes, the hot girls, and the inspirational sunrise memes, Free Talk Live's posts pass by your newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click Get Notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that 1/10 of a calorie it takes to click on something. facebook.freetalklive.com.
Ross Ulbricht was convicted in early 2015 of running the infamous Silk Road Underground Market. The Silk Road was a gift to humanity and helped reduce the harms brought on by drug prohibition. For this good deed, Ross has been sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Now, an appeal is Ross's only chance, and he needs your support. Please visit freeross.org, where you can contribute via various methods, including Bitcoin. Visit freeross.org. That's freeross.org.
Now that you've found the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM, you may want to help expose others to our great programs. To assist you in doing so, you'll find resources at promote.lrn.fm, including details on how to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute, banners for your website, as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
My name is Angel Rach. I'm a mother of 2 teenage children, and I fought all the way to the Supreme Court for the right to use the medicine that saved my life. I've been permanently disabled for 10 years, with an inoperable brain tumor, wasting syndrome, and several other serious conditions. For 4 years, I was in a wheelchair, in so much pain I couldn't even hug my kids. The hardest part was looking in their eyes and seeing how much they were suffering because of my medical condition. The medicine that gave me my life back and gave my kids their mom back was cannabis, also known as medical marijuana. With medical marijuana, I can walk, maintain my weight, and I can be a mom. Without it, my doctors believe that I would die. To learn more about medical marijuana, contact Marijuana Policy Project at 1-877-JOIN-MPP or on the web at mpp.org.
You're listening to the best liberty-oriented audio streamed around the clock, on the air, and online. This is the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
You are listening to the Crypto Hour on the Call to Freedom.
تستمتعون إلى The Crypto Hour على برنامج نداء للحرية.
Welcome here to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. It is the Crypto Hour, brought to you by Helium.com. That's Helium with an E.com. Be sure to go over to Helium.com/CTF, HELEUM.com/CTF to get all of your great deals for being a Call to Freedom listener. Now, we do have on the line with us a winner. We've got John from Philly. How you doing tonight, John?
Good, great.
Go fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the city doing?
It's good. It's not as bad as they were showing on TV. They got pretty wild up on Center City, but most of the other neighborhoods were chill.
Can you turn your radio down for us?
Oh, yep.
Awesome. There we go. All right. So, John, we were looking in the logs for our Galactic Systems drone. Today's drone drop brought to you by GalacticSystems.net. Break out of the walled garden universe with GridPhone and Galacticoin. Learn more at GalacticSystems.net. We've got 999 Asia coins for you today. We'll be sending those out with your password and the email address. We'll send that out to you, and you'll claim your coins sometime tonight or early tomorrow morning. Tell me, John, what show gives you 2 chances every day to win free coins?
Call to Freedom.
Very good. Thanks for being a part of it, and we'll talk to you again later. Have a good night, John.
Yep, thanks, guys. You too.
Thank you.
All right. And thanks for being a Call to Freedom listener, John. So we've been discussing the doom and gloom in the market that's out there today, all the FUD that you can eat, and so much more. It says, looking at the daily 4-hour and 30-minute charts show blood in the streets and in the market. There's a whole lot
we're not talking about Philly right now.
Right.
We're talking about the market.
Right. There's a whole lot of selling off going on. The 2 simple moving averages, SMA, both short 100 and long-term 200, had seemed to be coming close to convergence. However, the 2 trend lines have spread once again, and the 100 SMA is sinking below the 200 SMA. This indicates the bearish sentiment is still in high gear for the time being, and the MACD was barreling well below recovery territories as well, suggesting a high period of sell-off. However, after touching $66 volumes, it started to heat up. The relative strength index and the stochastic oscillators show a bit of indecision at the time.
Is he making up words?
No, I am not making up words. Sorry.
So what kind of oscillators?
You need like a business degree to understand half of this stuff.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's lost.
It reminds me of that Turbo Encabulator commercial thing.
Well, basically it says the current bounce back to 7,000 shows this may be the case. Order books across multiple exchanges show very little resistance toward the $7,000, $8,000 price zones if bulls can muster up some strength. On the backside, foundations are relatively solid until 6,100. At that point, there is a steep buy wall the size of Mount Everest. However, if this underpinning breaks, then $5,000 price levels will likely be imminent. Wow. It says digital markets in general are suffering deep losses. Top 10 cryptocurrencies all suffering extreme losses. As I was telling you guys earlier, second largest market cap held by Ethereum is down over 11%, and one Ethereum is trading at $737. Ripple, when this was printed about an hour ago, was at 8%. It's currently down almost 13% now. Bitcoin Cash down 18% now, 16 when this was done. And Cardano now down almost 13%. At this point, was down 11. So, yeah, it is... Most traders in forums and Telegram chats have been trying to call the bottom for a while now. Some still believe we could touch even lower prices around $4,500 a Bitcoin. Some think a reversal will take place soon and prices between 13 and 15 can be reached again by March. Overall, the bearish sentiment has eclipsed most signs of positivity and euphoric feelings traders felt just 6 weeks ago. No more moons and Lambos, everybody. It's time to tighten the belt. Where do
I
you
actually see it getting a lot lower.
Where do you see the price of Bitcoin and other digital assets heading from here? Do you think cryptocurrencies will see gains in the near future? Why or why not? Give us a call, 603-283-6160. What do you think? Why do you think it? Why do you think Bitcoin will go up or down? Do you think that this is the end? Should we call it? Is it Armageddon? I have an unseasoned friend, so to speak. We've known each other for quite a few years, and he was telling me Bitcoin is dead.
What about you, Arya? You had something on this. Will was asking all those hypothetical questions, and I was like, Arya might know.
I don't think it's dead, but I think it's going to get a lot lower. Bitcoin probably hitting 1,000 or below before it actually picks back up, because all of us are waiting to see how low it's going to get before we start buying up huge quantities of it.
So you think that the new trading thing that people are doing with Bitcoin is going to affect like when the price will bounce back up. That basically, I'm not buying in right now. I'm just sitting. I'm holding.
Right.
What's your
I'm
doing?
And that's what I'm encouraging everybody I know to do. And like, look, man, just chill.
But
This
Arya,
happened.
what's your buy number, Arya? I'm curious. Or do you have one?
For Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy Bitcoin.
That's what I thought. So when you say all the
Yeah, but
people
if you
who are
asked
crypto
me
savvy
that-
are waiting,
if
I'm thinking, but the
Well,
people that I know
Bitcoin,
that are
as Will has
crypto
said,
savvy-
it's just the face of it. So
If you asked me 6 weeks ago, do you think I should buy Bitcoin? I would have told you no. 3 months ago, I would have told you no. No, man. No, not with the transaction fees and everything the way they are. No, not at all. I wouldn't buy. I don't feel it's a good product. No, I wouldn't suggest it at all. I was telling people, put your money in helium. And I suggest you do the same. HELEUM.com/CTF. We'll be back here on the Call to Freedom in just a moment. If you want to get involved, give us a call, 603-283-6160. We'll be right back.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me, like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it. And once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world. So I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here. And I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, add yourself to the Shire map at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com. So you've signed the Shire Society Declaration and are planning your move to New Hampshire to be around more liberty-oriented people. Next, sign up for the Shire Society Forum at forum.shiresociety.com. There are a bunch of people there who are already in the Shire, and they want to meet you. If you're already in the Shire physically, you should also come by the forums. Remember, not everyone uses Facebook. New people are signing up for the Shire Society Forum every month, so drop in and say hello at forum.shiresociety.com.
So the protection of life, liberty, and property is what the Free State Project is all about. But it's an effort to move 20,000 people who understand.
It's about demonstrating to the entire country
that, yeah, we can have a free market, a truly free market.
Making it just a freer, great place to live.
It's the world's largest voluntarist libertarian community, and it's only getting bigger.
That's amazing, to be able to move to a place where other people passionately believe in being free and independent.
What the Free State Project is managing to do, though, is to put their money where their mouth is. It's physically getting up across the country and saying, let's go someplace and let's demonstrate the power of these ideas. There's a lot of kind of philosophy that surrounds liberty. There's a lot of thinking about it and talking about it. But here in New Hampshire, people are doing it.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project Early Movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit apps.lrn.fm or search for LRN.FM in the Android or Apple app stores. Please download, rate us 5 stars, then share the link on your social media and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.FM. Download it now, free at apps.lrn.fm.
The easiest thing in the world for a reader to do is to stop reading, according to the late, great Barney Kilgore, who became managing editor of the Wall Street Journal in 1941 and grew the paper's circulation from 33,000 to 1 million by the 60s. And he'd be pleased to know that his paper is one of the few that people now pay to read online. Someone else pre-internet who realized that attention is fragile? Motown Records founder Berry Gordy. In the early 60s, when his label dominated the charts, he'd bring a dozen real people into the Hitsville, USA studios and audition songs. And he'd ask, if you were down to your last dollar, would you spend it on this record or would you buy a sandwich? Today, attention span seems like an oxymoron. For tips on cutting through the clutter, hit survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
Do you love Twitter? Make sure you favorite the LRN.FM Twitter account so you can receive our tweets at twitter.lrn.fm. That's twitter.lrn.fm.
You are listening to Call to Freedom's Crypto Hour, brought to you by helium.com. आप सुन रहे हैं स्वतंत्रता की पुकार के क्रिप्टो आवर को, जिसके प्रस्तुत करता है helium.com.
Live from the Verticoin studio. This is the call to freedom. It's the Crypto Hour, brought to you by Helium. 47 here on LRN.FM. When you hear the faucet, be qualified to get some free coins. This is the call to freedom.
That's right. This is the call to freedom here on LRN.FM. We've been talking about the blood in the streets, so to speak, in the crypto markets for the last 6 weeks. Bitcoin losing 65% of its value in the last 6 weeks. But, 65% of a 1,000 to 20,000. So, I gained 20 times my value, and then I settled. Now, where are we going to settle is the question. That's the real question. And there's another story that's going around right now. And I think that we were talking about Bank of America's got this thing, that they're not going to accept these deposits. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody hates Bank of America. They're the reason why cryptocurrency exists. Oh my God. It's people don't understand these things. Maybe these noobs are the ones who don't get it. I've been around the industry for over a decade.
They're probably using their Bank of America accounts to buy Ripple,
Oh, but I'm ching.
To be perfectly honest, we're talking about the Bank of America thing, right? I was running kids out of the room when we first came back.
Not really. We're making fun of the fact that nobody, the Bank of America thing really means jack in the long run of things,
Anyway, it makes sense because if you have a credit card, you know that cash advances usually carry an extraordinarily high interest rate. It makes no sense to let people buy a currency at a credit interest rate anyway. So actually what Bank of America is conceding is that cryptos are more like a currency than an asset, which is what we want unless you're Bitcoin.
Isn't buying currencies with interest exactly what the Fed and the United States government does?
Yes, but we're not allowed to do that. See.
Yeah, because we're the plebes.
Yeah. So now you've come back around to understanding.
Exactly. Now, Aria, you've got another story that I do think has more of an effect on the crypto markets because Asia's markets are far and away volumes bigger than anything the American markets are. I mean, as much as the American markets, I guess, put into the promotion of cryptocurrency, the Asian markets really dominate. And what happens there is what happens in cryptos, at least for the time being, because of the centralization of mining in that area. So what Aria's story, that I do believe is really important. So take it away, Aria.
Oh, I didn't know I don't have it open. Do you have it open?
I can have. I sure.
Yeah. So the basic idea being that China has decided to release something that they are calling the Great Firewall of China, which is just intended to block, all access to their coin offerings. I guess they shut down, internal buying and selling, and so everybody was kind of going outside of China to Hong Kong and Tokyo and nearby areas. And now they're trying to shut down that as well.
It says here, according to news.bitcoin.com, we know you heard this one before, but China wants to ban Bitcoin again. Only this time the government plans to use one of its most far-reaching tools, the Great Firewall of China, to completely prevent anyone in the country from reaching foreign exchange sites unless they have the technological capability to bypass it, of course. It says Chinese authorities have decided to block internet access to overseas cryptocurrency exchanges, effectively cutting them off from the market in China like Google or Facebook. This comes after regulators determined that all their previous attempts to stop local investors from taking part in Bitcoin trading and ICOs have failed in their mission so far. Yeah. I love that.
I really love the name here because it's really great when you can market your intentions to take away people's freedoms by giving it such an exciting name that it almost sounds inspiring. The Great Firewall of China. It sounds so intense.
Yep. That is, for the uninitiated, the term they actually use for the giant infrastructural wall they have built around their entire internet. It's how they block their people from doing everything on the internet, not just crypto. They're just now starting to add crypto to it, as though it's like crypto is one of the last barbarian hordes that they haven't quite figured out how to keep out.
Says Financial News, a People's Bank of China mouthpiece, wrote, quote, to prevent financial risk, China will step up measures to remove any onshore or offshore platforms related to virtual currency trading, ICOs. ICOs and virtual currency trading did not completely withdraw from China following the official ban. After the closure of the domestic virtual currency exchanges, many people turned to overseas platforms to continue participating in virtual currency transactions. Overseas transactions and regulatory evasions have resumed. Risks are still there, fueled by illegal issuance and even fraud and pyramid selling, end quote. Talk about trying to freak people out for nothing, yo.
There's pyramid selling and ICOs. Who knew?
Right? You mean water's wet? No.
That is a mark of the most effective propaganda, of course, when there's a kernel of truth to it.
Well, this is here after China clamped down on operations of local exchanges, once the world's most active Bitcoin trading venues. The industry quickly moved offshore to Hong Kong, Singapore, Tokyo, and beyond. The website offered Chinese language support, and users had various ways to fund their accounts. Now the plan is to prevent all access to the sites completely. so none of these bypasses will get a chance to work. The Great Firewall works by both targeting individual domains and general forbidden keywords. Sophisticated and tech-savvy Chinese traders might be able to bypass the block with a VPN service. But internet censors have been cracking down hard on those as well recently, and they have been getting better at this cat and mouse game as well, with the help of major technology companies.
I was about to say, Arya, if Netflix and Hulu and those bunches are starting to get good at identifying VPN-related IP addresses, and it would not surprise me one bit if they're the ones helping China crack down on them as well.
Why? What's the motivation there?
In China?
So they can keep making money in China and not have the government come after them.
Bingo. It's amazing how money will motivate a business to get in bed with the government, like quick. I mean, that's their motivator, is to make money. That's part of the reason why taxation is such a horrible idea. It's because it literally creates the situation that makes people want to get in bed with each other. You know, you need those special.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Make sure we're not mixing our metaphors too much here.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you know, there are forms of government programs that make people want to do that too, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about corporate welfare hose, not the normal kind.
All right. Well, when we get back here, we're going to continue on with the remainder of the Crypto Hour here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. I've got quite a few more stories here that we have the possibility of discussing. Something about Bank of America doesn't want deposits in Bitcoin. My opinion is, who cares? But you might want to talk about it, so we will when we get back. Give us a call, 603-283-6160. Tell us what you think about China's Great Firewall. We'll be back on the Call to Freedom in just a moment.
The new 4th edition of Healing Our World, The Compassion of Libertarianism, will take your understanding of liberty to a deeper level and has over 1,300 updated references, new cartoons, and a foreword by Dr. Ron Paul. With discounts for multiple book purchases, the 4th edition of Healing Our World is a great gift for the liberals, pragmatists, environmentalists, and Christians in your life who think libertarianism is cold-hearted. Get yours today at healing.freetalklive.com and use promo code FTL for a $5 discount.
Freedom Fiends with Michael Dean and his weird friends.
Mr. Michael Dean, and this is my show, Freedom Fiends.
I love that.
I hope you like it. If you don't, I don't really care. I don't make it for the masses. I make it for the cool weirdos who are up late at night. Insomniacs, swing shift workers, the homeless. Yeah.
People in other countries.
People in other countries who are at their day job that's 9 to 5. Good point. Good point. The unemployed, the underemployed, the worried.
Okay, y'all. Now, if y'all are feeling a little worried tonight and you've got a hamster running around in your brain, we have a solution for you. Just put your hands on your computer or your telephone, and the spirit of the fiends is going to come rushing right through, and it's going to heal you.
Listen on LRN.FM Monday through Friday, midnight to 2 a.m. U.S. Central Time, and weekends, noon to 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time.
There are lots of ways to listen to Free Talk Live. Our podcast has been around since podcasts began, and now the FTL feed is loaded with content besides our full show archives. Did you know that we make it easy for you to customize your podcast subscriptions? We have different feeds, one that includes only our full shows, one with just the Daily Digest, and one with just the Edgington Post. You decide what you listen to. It's quick and easy to customize your feeds at feeds.freetalklive.com. That's feeds.freetalklive.com.
Cell 411 is a free app for Android and iOS that replaces government-controlled 911. Cell 411 allows you to preset a group of friends or private organizations to show up in any emergency. Cell 411 is a nightmare for the state because it proves their so-called services aren't needed. Cell 411 has had thousands of installs, and of course it's covered by the BIPCOT no government license. Cell 411 because your friends won't shoot you when you're in trouble. Without the government, who would build the emergency services? You and Cell 411. Get it today at getcell411.com.
LRN.FM now has a Discord. Discord is a free text and voice chat platform, and we now have our own server with a bunch of channels at discord.lrn.fm. You can join other listeners as they chat about various things during our live shows, or anytime, day or night. Discord software is available cross-platform, so you can have it on whatever device you want and take your chats anywhere. Join our Discord at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm. Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
You can put the Liberty Radio Network on the air in your area. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how. Broadcast.lrn.fm.
You are listening to the Crypto Hour on the Call to Freedom, brought to you by Helium.com. Unasikiliza Crypto Hour inayohusu wito wa uhuru, imeletwa kwako na Helium.com.
Welcome back into the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. It is the Crypto Hour, brought to you by Helium.com, HELEUM.com. And we've been talking about, the doom and gloom in the market that you've been hearing about for the last couple weeks. And then we moved on to this, the great Chinese firewall. And I thought, you know what? Maybe it was time for something a little more lighthearted. This is, it's kind of funny and kind of sad all at the same time. It says, vegetables on a blockchain ICO exit scams after paying people to write on their bodies. It says here, the current cryptocurrency investment ecosystem is one of the purest forms of a free market in economic history. This gives rise to an incredible growth which makes some people overnight fortunes and allows startups to flourish like never before. Unfortunately, it also puts the burden on investors to vet the teams, ideas, and capabilities before getting involved with any ICO.
Isn't that burden on investors anyway?
Yeah, but there's regulatory stuff that kind of protects stupid people from themselves.
True.
That's been put out there because stupid people are too people. You have no idea how hard it is to talk someone out of throwing their money at something they know nothing about. Like, seriously.
Well, I do, but I'm a lawyer.
Bro, why do you just want to throw $3,000 at this? Well, I see everyone, you make money. No, bro. It don't work that way. No, I want to get in. Well, then, I told you about this in 2012. You should have got in. You didn't want to get in. You thought the same thing I thought in 2010, or 2011. It's World of Warcraft money. I don't want to pay for that. I want to put my hard-earned money into that. Well, you decided then you didn't want to get in. Well, you then just sit and wait. Wait, the market's going to go down again. You can buy in then. No. They want it now. 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. They just want to throw their money at it. I'm like, no, dude, you have no idea what any of this even is. Could you please explain to me what a hash rate is? I don't know. What's
And then, of course,
proof of
because
work?
people
What's the
want to make
difference
these
in a
bad
proof of work coin and a proof of stake coin? Huh? Yeah. See, why are you giving me $3,000? You have no idea what this is.
Well,
Why do you?
if they want to throw money away, they can always invest in Drama Coin.
Yeah.
Or Trump coin.
Drama coin. Speaking of which, are we going to talk about that, or are we going to wait and talk about that later?
Yeah, let's
That's up
fill
to
in.
you.
Let's fill in Chelsea so she doesn't confuse Drama Coin with Trump Coin. We don't want people to buy Trump Coin. We want people to buy Drama Coin because that's ours.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
it is,
I don't
it
want
is
them to buy it.
cryptocurrency. It's cryptocurrency that is backed by libertarian drama.
Oh, well, gosh. I mean, there is an endless supply of that.
Well, we thought if Larry Sharp could make a coin backed by a libertarian candidate,
Yes, I saw that.
candidate to back a libertarian campaign, then we could make a coin that runs off of libertarian, that its value is based off of libertarian drama, because there is literally an inexhaustible supply of that. So I mean, it should be it should
Please, the
always
token
be,
should be useless.
yeah, it should always be very cheap to buy. You did make it to where there's
No, you have to set a cap. I set 500 billion, so.
Oh, okay. 500 billion is the caps. I mean, yes, that's as close to infinite as we're going to find. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want infinite, though, because there's an infinite amount of drama. So there should be an infinite amount of drama coin.
We'd have to find an actual programmer to code that, though.
Yeah. Rich Paul, calling Rich Paul. You know he listens to the show sometimes. He might be listening right now.
He was in the
He joined the Discord
earlier.
Yeah, he was in there. He was in here about an hour ago. So man, he might be listening right now. Rich Paul, calling Rich Paul. Drama coin. I love it. I love it. It's great. Woohoo.
Don't forget the ticker symbol.
Wah.
WAH.
Oh, that was just the best.
Awesome.
It is. Yeah, we have developed our own. I wanted to make like pirate money, and then we would give it away to listeners, and then they could exchange the crypto for like free gear
Booty.
on the website. Not
Yeah,
money. You're not
No,
getting
I didn't
money.
say money. I said booty.
Booty, exactly, and not that kind of booty.
Which kind of booty did you think I meant? I meant pirate booty.
Yeah,
Well, I
well-
guess that could be either kind too.
Yeah, exactly. So we were going to do that, and then Aria came up with Drama Coin, and it was like a coin that's value is based on is directly subjective to the amount of libertarian drama.
Hey, we just had our first hard fork already today. The classic is Friday Drama Coin. Now we have Monday Drama Coin.
Right.
Oh, that's so true.
We just had our first hard fork. The Libertarian Drama remix. We did Libertarian Drama on Monday, so yeah. Hard fork. That's great. Oh, we have Melanie from Free Talk Live who walked in. We've developed our own coin called the Drama Coin. It's powered by Libertarian Drama, and if you want to buy it, the ticker symbol is WAH. Oh, yay. We're awful.
I mean, it sounds like a joke, but in
We are
fact,
not
the
gonna get
token does
invited.
exist.
We are not going to get invited to speak at the National Convention this year, Aria.
Well, we could get invited to all the crypto conventions.
It's
We just
because
gotta
they're
put all this into
racist
a white
and
paper.
Islamophobic and transphobic.
Transphobic. They are. They passed over me. I mean, make no mind that I didn't.
Well, that's just
I didn't want to
unacceptable.
go, and I didn't ask to go, and I didn't. But I heard my name was mentioned, and they voted no. So that means that they hate Muslims. And you know what? I heard your name was mentioned too, and so was Starchild. So, and you guys aren't speaking, so that means they're transphobic too.
Isn't Starchild on the committee?
Yes. But hey, never mind the fact Starchild's on the committee. He's
banned, apparently.
He's not allowed to speak, so that means they are transphobic. The LNC that he's a part of. And you know what? The fact that they've got a guy from Egypt with an accent and a foreign name giving basically the same exact speech I would have given, it totally means absolutely nothing. Because I have nothing better to do, so I'm going to be outraged. I'm sorry.
Would you like your drama coins now or later?
Right. I'm pretending I'm libertarian Liberty Hangout for the moment. So just shut up and allow me to suspend reality for a little while. I'm white, right, and libertarian. Thank you very much. Oh my God! I couldn't actually complete that sentence with a straight face.
That'll be now. Well, now I know what the advertising artwork will be for Drama Coin. It'll be a helicopter with the Drama Coin symbol on it, with like little people with Bitcoin and Ethereum heads hanging from the rungs of the helicopter.
Oh my God, Aria! That has to be at the top of the white paper.
Like, you'll have to get someone to design that.
Oh, I will go to Fiverr.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't go to Fiverr because all the artwork on Fiverr sucks, man.
Well, just get whoever did the original version of that cover for CCR because he's not getting paid anymore.
Right.
That's been axed. He's looking for work. Like, hey, just do the same thing that you did before for us, except we're doing it ironically.
Yeah, we're trying to be funny and make fun of these idiots that you made it for last time. So, oops. Anyway.
Should be down with that.
All right. Well, it looks like another crypto hour is in the tank when we get back here. Oh, man. When you look at the news headlines that you see every day, does anybody else want to put their head through a desk? I know I do. You want to get involved? Give us a call, 603-283-6160. We will be right back here on The Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
Hey, I'm LRN.FM Program Director Ian Freeman. If you're listening to our free-to-air satellite feed in North or Central America, heads up. We've been on the same channel on the Galaxy 19 satellite since 2010, but now our satellite provider is moving us to a new channel on a different transponder. The original channel will stay on the air until the end of February to give you time to transition without any loss of service. So don't delay. I've posted the new channel details at sat.lrn.fm, but in case you're listening with no internet access, if you do a blind scan on your receiver, you should see the new channel at transponder 12, 11,936 megahertz, horizontal polarization, symbol rate 20,000, FEC 3/4. All that information is at sat.lrn.fm, as well as a link to our Patreon where you can support our channels for just $2 a month. Visit sat.lrn.fm for more information about our international satellite channels, and thanks for listening to LRN.fm.
Did you know you can get news updates about what's happening with the Liberty Radio Network delivered in the way you prefer? You can sign up for our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. Plus, you can stay in the loop by joining our Facebook profile at facebook.lrn.fm or follow us at Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm. It's all free, so sign up now at updates.lrn.fm for news updates delivered to your email box, facebook.lrn.fm to follow our Facebook page, and twitter.lrn.fm to receive our tweets.
We've all heard about blockchain assets like Dogecoin, Ether, and Ripple. Bitcoin isn't the only player in the blockchain game any longer. And for those of us wondering how to get our hands on these digital assets, finally, there's a solution. Shapeshift.io allows you to buy and sell between your digital assets and Bitcoin instantly between your own digital wallets. I've used it with ease. Shapeshift.io. There's no account or email address needed. You send them the crypto you want to sell. They send back the crypto you want to buy. It's that easy. Shapeshift.io.
More of The Call to Freedom is coming up next, live after the news on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
From Keene, the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, February 5th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.87 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,337 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $32, and the average price of Bitcoin is $7,656. Antiwar.com reports Yemeni forces loyal to the Saudi Arabia-backed Hadi government are, if on top of the right mountain and at the right time of day, within visual range of the outskirts of the capital city of Sana'a. It may be as close as they ever get. The same closeness, after all, has been true for literally weeks on end, and with a mountain range in the way, 25 miles or so isn't exactly walking distance. This is doubly true because gains in the area have long since stopped. Hadi forces have been on the offensive for most of the war, but over the past week saw their own de facto capital city of Aden getting completely routed by a whole different faction of southern separatists, which likely changes their priority from offensive to defensive. Saudi officials are trying to resolve the differences between Hadi's allies and the secessionists, but either way they probably aren't going to be in a position to commit a bunch of additional troops to attacking North Yemen, meaning the war is as stalemated as ever. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co. UPI reports a strong shallow earthquake struck the coast of Taiwan on Sunday evening. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck 21 kilometers north-northeast of Hualien, Taiwan. Reports suggest the earthquake could be felt in Taipei, the capital city of Taiwan. No casualties have yet been reported. Aftershocks with magnitudes between 4 and 5 went rumbling across the country throughout the evening. The epicenter of the original quake was traced to a depth of 12 kilometers. Taiwan News reported a total of 10 aftershocks were reported, with the largest being a magnitude 5.5. Several smaller earthquakes preceded Sunday's main quake. Taiwan is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire and routinely experiences relatively minor earthquakes. The country and its populous capital have, however, experienced larger deadly quakes in the past. A 7.6 magnitude earthquake hit Taiwan in 1999, killing more than 2,500 people. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports Amtrak blamed a freight train operator for causing a crash on Sunday that killed 2 people and injured more than 100 others when one of its passenger trains was diverted onto a side track and slammed into a parked unmanned freight train in South Carolina. In the U.S. passenger rail operator's third fatal crash in as many months, Amtrak Train 91, carrying 9 crew members and 136 passengers, was traveling from New York to Miami when it hit the CSX corporate freight train that was stopped on a side track or siding at about 2:35 a.m. Sunday morning. Amtrak President and Chief Executive Richard Anderson said CSX was responsible for the tracks and the signals, including one that had a lock attached to it and diverted the Amtrak train onto the side track. He said in a statement CSX had lined and padlocked the switch off the main line to the siding, causing the collision. CSX did not address the comments by the Amtrak CEO, but said it was working with federal investigators. Both Amtrak and CSX offered their condolences to the families of the 2 people who died. Robert Sumwalt, chairman of the U.S. National Transportation Board, told a news conference the section of track was operated by CSX and there was a padlock on the switch that steered train traffic onto the siding. Amtrak engineer Michael Kempf of Savannah, Georgia, and conductor Michael Cella of Orange Park, Florida, were both killed. 2 of the 116 people injured were in critical condition after the wreck, which occurred about 5 miles southwest of the state capital of Columbia. Anderson said the passenger train hit the tail end of the CSX train. The NTSB said the CSX train had 2 locomotives and 34 empty auto racks used to transport cars. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.
From the creation of the Bible in 1912 by a struggling Baltimore book salesman to the day in 1493 when Christopher Columbus and his crew looked back on their voyage and realized what they truly discovered was themselves, The Onion looks back at This Week in History. On July 21st, 1969, astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the surface of the moon. The moon, for Christ's sake.
This is Tranquility Base. The Eagle has landed. Jesus H. Christ, Houston. We're on the moon. Over.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy that. We cannot believe you are on the moon.
I'm descending the ladder. Just one more step and I'm wholly living. I absolutely am standing on the surface of the moon. Jesus H. Christ in a chicken basket.
This is the Onion News Network.
You are listening to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Unasikiliza wito wa uhuru katika LRN.FM.
Here we go, off the rails. You know, it's time to raise ourselves. It's freedom like you never knew. Go back or past. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my head, it's up to you.
All right, we're welcome back into the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Brought to you live here from the VertCoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. I've been joined today live via remote by our classic crew, Mr. Tom Gray and Aria Demezio, and now on Mondays joined by Chelsea Snyder of the Vore Institute. So we've been discussing this story here. It's vegetables on the blockchain, and the story just the whole thing sounded so funny to me that we absolutely had to cover it, and we tried to kind of get to it and got sidetracked by a discussion of the fact that, this is kind of like, well, what you would expect in the marketplace is that you should, I don't know, vet the things you put money into. If you're going to put thousands of dollars into something, I don't know, you might ought to just a little sort of maybe know, I don't know, something, anything about it at all. It says a website for an ICO project called Protium. It's gone offline unannounced on Sunday, leaving only a nasty message to investors behind. Unlike in similar cases in the past, this time there was no attempt to claim the system was hacked or pretend that it's part of a temporary maintenance and will be back in business shortly. The social media accounts of the project were simply deleted, and it was as if it never existed to begin with. Investors were left to complain on social media, with many call it a premeditated exit scam. Really? You don't say. According to its press release, Protium was supposedly a startup from Lithuania, which was about to revolutionize the fruit and vegetable industry with the use of Ethereum blockchain technology.
Yeah, they're called diet fruits and vegetables because you can't actually eat them.
Yeah,
so
they're diet. Yeah.
That's great. This is how you lose weight, guys. It's the future.
Yeah,
it's
this is the future of weight loss.
By not eating your vegetables?
The
future of weight loss.
We just put all our food on the blockchain.
Food on the blockchain. Well, it claims to have already had discussions with the International Federation for Produce Standards and officially
launched... Is that a real thing?
I don't know. And
yes, I believe it is.
Officially launched a crowd sale on January the 20th. Well, plans were all underway to begin trial runs in Lithuania and then the U.S. Right there is where you knew it was BS. Right there. We're from Lithuania, and we're going to be importing fruits and vegetables to the U.S. If you'd have said meat...
On the blockchain.
On the blockchain. We're going to importing fruits and vegetables on the blockchain to the... Yeah, sure you are. Says, it's an idea whose time has come. Says the...
Indeed.
Says the Protium product manager, Rokas Vedluga. we're proud and excited to bring this remarkable new technology to the world. It says people were writing the word protium on their body.
Wait. I just found an even better article. Yeah, you said that their website disappeared. Before it disappeared.
Not the website. Not the website. The social media accounts disappeared.
Okay,
we didn't get to the big schlong yet.
Okay. Well, it's not that big. It's just.
Are you looking at the Russia Today? Are you looking at the RT article?
I'm on the Next Web, but I'm pretty sure we just discovered the same thing. I'm not seeing a photo, though, just the word penis. They deleted everything on their website and left nothing but the word penis.
Or was that the nasty message?
That's great.
Well, that's not nasty. That's just a medical
Well,
term.
no. I'm using their words. It said that there was a nasty message, and I was curious as to what that meant. I mean, I would assume a nasty message would be like, "Screw you guys, we stole all your money."
Is a strange place. Lots of red flags, $5 each. Considering that ICO teams can't really be compelled to deliver everything they promise anyway, the temptation to pull an exit scam at such an early stage isn't that great. However, it seems that people behind the project used fraudulent means to promote it from the start. Investors have found that the images of fans the Protium team claimed on social media were actually those of paid freelancers from the task marketplace Fiverr. This isn't the first time the site's been involved in shady ICOs. In fact, Fiverr is a known hotbed for cheap crowdfunding, where you can find people offering white papers for as little as $80.
Well, would you expect digital vegetables to be advertised through legitimate means? Not so much.
I want to see them advertised on the blockchain.
Ah.
Looks like we have a Trumpkin in the chat room.
There you go.
Looks like we have a Trumpkin on the Twitch chat who's unhappy that we're not praising the Grand Emperor and we're talking about cryptocurrency.
The stock market's down almost 1,200 points, you dickweed. How's that for your stupid Trump? He's been bragging about it for months like he's the god emperor of capitalism and your precious stock market is tanking. You got anything to say about that, Trumpkin?
Well, how about this? Coinbase is now sending American clients IRS tax forms 1099-K.
Sorry about that necessitating a pivot into
1099-K.
I'll send it right back to him.
If you're an American client of Coinbase and made plenty of transactions during 2017, you better check your email. The company sent out tax forms for 2017 to many clients who were not necessarily expecting it. There's also been a Bitcoin tax reporting software developed. The company was acquired for $8 million. San Francisco-based cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has issued 1099-K tax forms for a certain segment of its clients in the U.S. on January 31st. The company explains that it files 1099-K for customers who have received cash above the required reporting threshold, which is more than 200 receipt transactions or greater than $20,000 during the year. This also includes business use accounts as well as GDAX accounts in which sales of cryptocurrencies for cash have occurred that exceed the thresholds. Coinbase isn't crypto. Business use is meant to apply only to those who receive payments in exchange for the provisions of goods and services, not mining proceeds or transfers from other wallets that they hold. Coinbase states that, quote, "We used the best data available to us to determine whether your account activity qualifies as business use, including but not limited to factors such as completion of a merchant profile or enabling merchant tools." Really? You can what? Really? You can get a business account without filling out all that merchant paperwork? Because I've been waiting for like 3 months, and the only thing I was able to get from them was, hey, you know all that paperwork you filled out and all that stuff that you sent to us? could you send us some more paperwork and fill out some more stuff? Because,
That's about right.
That's what crypto's all about. I mean, again, this is after I did all the paperwork that they'd sent to me, all their verification process for a corporate account, for like a merchant account. Still, 3 months. They sent me a letter, basically that they would get to me eventually. That it would take a while, but eventually they would get to me, and that it could be. And then, like 3 months later, they sent me another letter, and they were like, "How about you just send us all the information that you sent us the first time all over again?" And I was just like,
so it's like government immigration.
Yes, it's like dealing with immigration. That's exactly what I was thinking when I got that thing. They were like, "Can we do this all?" I was like, "Oh my God. Do you guys did you get your customer service experience working in like an immigration? Are you guys like government bureaucrats in your off time?" Good Lord. Do you want to get involved in the conversation? Let us know. 603-283-6160. Give us a call here. We'll be right back.
When you hear the word lobbyist, you probably think about greedy corporations, but not all lobbyists are the same. Some are fighting for the freedoms you hold dear. Liberty Lobby LLC is doing just that in New Hampshire, working hard to represent you, not some special interest group. You can help by going to libertylobby.info, where your contribution will give us the tools we need to ensure that your voice is heard. Visit libertylobby.info today to find out more.
Hi, I'm Derek J. I don't want a politician to represent me. To me, government is the idea that one group of people can coerce everyone to comply with an edict or face increasing punishments up to and including death. Despite perhaps the most noble of intentions, the best government services are a far cry from what could be provided for by voluntary interactions. Besides, the people who call themselves the government wage wars and put peaceful people in jail for crimes involving no victims. If Starbucks used some of its money to drop bombs, I wouldn't shop there. So why would I support the American empire? The empire does not require my consent.
Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. Watch it for free and order the Director's Cut DVD at victimlesscrimespree.com. That's victimlesscrimespree.com.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
Hi, this is Mark Edge of Free Talk Live. Michael W. Dean's book, User's Manual for the Human Experience, changed my life. In a culture that attempts to turn you into a compliant victim, this book gives you implementable steps on everything from how to be aware of your environment, walking down the street, to business, to how to handle a toxic person in your life. If you're a human, you need to read this book at least once. Go to Amazon and get the Kindle version, or paperback, or an audiobook of A User's Manual for the Human Experience. The three most important things you can do for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my firm belief that the AMP program is the best use of your charitable dollar among liberty-oriented groups. Support all your favorite organizations, but make sure you give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
Free Press Publications is an independent, alternative media and publishing company founded in June 2009 with the mission of ensuring a free press for the freedom movement, and is committed to spreading the message of peace, freedom, love, and liberty. FPP also gives new authors an avenue for publishing freedom-oriented material. FPP brings you daily news and commentary on the website, fpp.cc, as well as a daily 5-minute newscast, FPP Radio News, and weekly news, views, and commentary in the FPP Freedom Minute and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio at fppradio.com, and the monthly newspaper, FPP News, at news.fpp.cc. Find FPP online at fpp.cc. That's fpp.cc, as in Creative Commons.
Help get LRN.FM into more ears. Visit promote.lrn.fm for a free bumper sticker, flyers, banners, graphics, and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
My name is Morwick.
All right. Hold on just a moment.
So before...
Hold on just a moment. All right, welcome back to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. We are broadcasting live here from the Vertcoin studio in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. Come on up here and join our beautiful crypto community. And if you would like to, a good excuse for you to do so is this weekend. It is, well, it's New Hampshire's Liberty Forum. It's in Manchester, New Hampshire. And we will be broadcasting live on site on Saturday and on Friday afternoon. So come out and meet some of our on-air talent. We should have Chris Wade from Think Penguin, as well as Mike Laurie from Galactic Systems. We'll also be talking to speakers, other radio personalities, coin developers and such over the course of the 2 days that we're there broadcasting live. We'll be here at our normal time on Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., broadcasting live, but we'll also be live on Saturday morning at 10 until 1. So from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., you'll be able to catch our special on-site broadcast of the Call to Freedom here on LRN.FM. Now, we while we were away, we did have a caller that has joined us through our Discord chat. So be sure to come over to our Discord chat and hang out with us, chat, listen to the show, and like the gentleman here, call in. Where are you calling from, caller?
Hey, I'm calling from the U.S.
Very good, very good. So
Yes,
what do you think, and why do you think it?
So what I'm thinking is I don't understand why right-wing or, alternative media is bashing liberals. I believe when it truly comes down to it, liberals, anyone in government is ruled by the same group of people, and that's the banks, and that's the oil companies. And for your guy to get on there and to say, well, you Trump addict, blah, 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 blah. First thing, I hate
I'm
Trump.
sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry about that, by the way. I hit my tolerance for my weekly tolerance for Trumpkins really early this week. That was no reason to accuse you of being one or to use the word that I used. And sorry, Daryl, because you have work to do later. But go ahead. I hear what you're saying.
Apology accepted. Thank you. I'm right there with you. My whole government meter is on maximum overload at 1201. It just is really at a point, I believe now, that I think with cryptocurrency, when it first started, I was a miner back in the day. I had the Ant miners, and it was like you were building something. And now it's just all about commercialized industrial mining. China's taken over everything pretty much. And let's face it, the rest of it just pretty much seems like a scam. And I really hate where a great idea has gone wrong. Feedback on that?
Well, I actually agree with you for the most part. It's going way off track. Now it's about making money. It's not about bringing down the Federal Reserve. It's about, buying into a cryptocurrency when it's at $300 and cashing out when it's at $3,000.
Yes, sir.
That only works if people get back into Federal Reserve notes. Otherwise, it's still just one Bitcoin or one Ethereum or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely gone off track.
When you look at it, just the nomenclature of where it's all been industrialized so much that it's almost all a Ponzi scheme. I read about...
I don't take issue with the industrialization aspect of it. Throughout human history, industrialization has been a great thing. It's, just the march of progress, just as we automated assembly lines. Now we're really getting up there with automating mining.
What happens, let's go to what you just said. Okay, we start making things by hand, and then we start automating the process, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. What ends up happening? What happens to the individual that's still trying to make a quality product and still believes in what he's doing with his hands? He's pushed out of the market. And that's where
March of progress.
Well, yeah, but let's face it, once something becomes industrialized, how can the small guy even compete? Can you compete with JP Morgan with a few ant miners?
Well,
it's
quality,
not
niche markets.
Vertcoin.
Yeah, do things that they can't.
Or do things that they don't think are worth doing.
Right.
I'm competing with Geek Squad, and they're a huge multi-billion-dollar company, and I'm doing just fine.
We're with the with cryptocurrencycheck.org, we're competing with some of the biggest names in the crypto industry. Bruce Fenton has his own cryptocurrency check system that he's put out there, and he's a good friend of ours. And we're still willing to compete with him because we feel that kind of a service, what you're complaining about is part of the reason why Cryptocurrency Check was even created, was this oversaturation of the market with, Butthole Coin and useless Ethereum token and, Banana Coin and Eggplant Coin and Stick Your Finger in Your Nose Coin and, that stuff. That's why cryptocurrencycheck.org exists. That's why we have them as a sponsor, even though they're, it's Aria's project, but we still promote it every episode, and we still have it, brought in as a major part of the show, is because we want, people to understand that the market is oversold. The market is oversaturated with garbage.
It's a bubble.
We want to protect the average Joe who's out there who doesn't know any better.
So does this individual with this company that you have, is he a multi-millionaire that can cover the liquidity of all of these coins?
I am doing it myself.
Okay, so let's say if I deposit $5 million of coins into your company, or I utilize your company for large transactions.
That's not what she does. She's she does the cryptocurrency check does a rating system. They rate coins and ICOs for new people who are, too lazy to go out and read white papers themselves or read code or any of that stuff. Cryptocurrencycheck.org exists as a look. This is a good thing you can put your money into as a store of value or as a currency or a this or a that. Or this, on the other hand, this is something that is not good. These people are scammers. You can't even get a hold of the developers. That's why we have a segment every Wednesday that's devoted to rating a coin or a new ICO, is because we want to be that first line of defense for people like yourself. Now, we're going to have to, we're headed out to break at the moment. If you want to hang around, we'll put you on hold for just a moment. We'll be back here on the Call to Freedom. Do you want to?
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day. From wrestling superstars like Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are having an impact, I believe. Like I said, a lot of where I am now is due to listening to Free Talk Live. You changed my mind on some very important issues years ago.
To random people tuning in on the radio.
I was kind of stuck in the left-right paradigm. I heard your show by chance on a Saturday night. From there, I went on, joined the Free State Project, and become an amplifier. So, I mean, that's really the reason why I amp is because I know that if it wasn't for you guys being on as many stations as you are, I never would have found the ideas of liberty.
Your amp will directly change more lives by getting Free Talk Live in front of people looking for talk radio online and on the air. When you amp Free Talk Live, you get perks like access to the AMP-only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com.
Are you tired of your taxes funding endless occupations around the world? Antiwar.com is run by people who understand that wars abroad become wars at home, wars on our freedoms. Antiwar.com is dedicated to bringing you the latest in news, views, interviews, and reviews from the top movers and shakers in the anti-occupation movement. Antiwar.com has it all, from thorough foreign policy analysis to interviews with whistleblowers who used to run the military-industrial complex. Anti-war, pro-free market. That's antiwar.com.
The Free State Project has reached its goal of 20,000 liberty lovers who've pledged to move to New Hampshire and get active to achieve liberty in our lifetime. Perhaps you're trying to figure out what part of New Hampshire should be your destination. If so, consider Keene. You'll find more than 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com. Keene is famous for its historic, publicity-generating activism, as well as being the liberty media capital of the world. It's home to freekeene.com, New Hampshire's destination for liberty activism, news, and opinion. For years, we've been compiling over 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com, where you'll learn about some of what's happening here and what makes Keene a great place to live. If you love liberty, you'll probably enjoy anywhere you end up in the Shire. But do your due diligence first. Please visit move.freekeene.com for the full list of over 150 reasons to move to Keene. That's move.freekeene.com. Did you know we've taken our LRN.FM telephone listen line to a new level with the LRN.FM audio on demand line? Now you can call 712-770-8447 anytime and listen to LRN.FM's live feed. And you can listen to a bunch of our original shows on demand. Long distance fees may apply. Just dial 712-770-8447 and choose from the menu. 712-770-8447.
This is Michael Dean from the Freedom Fiends. I've run websites since 1996 and have used over a dozen web hosts in that time. AgristHosting.com is the only one that hasn't broken my heart. Agrist Hosting's uptime and service is stellar, and their DDoS mitigation is the best I've seen. That's important because if you tell the truth in this world, you'll ruffle feathers. And some people will try dirty tricks to silence your voice. No matter what the haters hit us with, Agrist Hosting keeps our websites online. If you have a mission-critical commercial presence or a world-changing activism site, you cannot tolerate any skullduggery. So go with agristhosting.com. Have a WordPress or blog site, but you're not satisfied with performance or uptime? Or just want raw hosting? Want to pay with Bitcoin? Agrist Hosting specializes in high-performance hosting with personalized service. Go to agristhosting.com and click on the button that says Get Hosted. That's agristhosting.com.
Some of our live shows are streamed in HD on Twitch. Please follow and share at twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm.
This is Angel Clark, and you're listening to The Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
I'd like to get you guys in on it this year. Mastodon.
Daryl, I moved your chargers out here, but I haven't plugged them in. Okay. Oh.
That's what I get for reading ad copy instead of paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. Welcome back to the Call to Freedom here on LRN.FM. We are broadcasting live from the VertCoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. And, you know, speaking of all the scams and stuff that are out there, we do have this ad copy that we read every day. And, if you listen to the show, we really wish you would check this out. It's really simple. It won't take you a lot of time. You just go to cryptocurrencycheck.org. See, they've got your back. They help you navigate the complex landscape. They'll answer questions like, is this legit? Is this a scam? And they really do. They're looking out for you. They bring coin developers that are willing to respond on the show every week. We saw last week, Ubiquitcoin. First time we've ever had a coin decided, you know what, I don't think we want to go on that show. They're going to rate us in front of libertarians. They're not going to be very kind, I don't think. Well, that's what happens when you come up against a group like CryptoCheck that they're looking out for the customer. They're looking out for you, the crypto investor. So go take a look at them. Cryptocurrencycheck.org. Now we've got a caller on with us here. We've got Morwick, and he is calling from somewhere in the United States here. And we've been talking about, basically that the market is completely oversaturated. Did you have any other points you wanted to make, Morwick?
I'm actually looking at the website now. There's a nice website. So let me ask you, obviously you're doing this is pure speculation, because all of this is pretty much vaporware anyway. I mean, NEO coin, EOS coin. I mean, how would you actually value if this coin has any kind of liquidity or if it's just trash? What's your process of doing that?
Aria?
Well, it's extensive. It's a week-long process of reading the white paper, studying the coin, getting a feel for the community, attempting to get in touch with the developers, trying to find out if the people behind it are actual people or if they're like the blockchain vegetable people and they're just using online personas that could disappear at any given moment.
Gotcha.
But we're not worried as much about whether or not it's likely to make money or lose money. We're worried about whether or not it's likely to be a scam.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the whole point is to prevent people from getting involved in another Bitcoin silver.
So let me switch gears real fast here before I drop off. I'm a music composer, and in the music industry, we have notoriously been screwed. So you listen to one of my songs on Spotify, I don't get paid for 1/10 of a cent for 90 days. I found a service called MusicCoin where they're trying to revolutionize the licensing of music, and where the artist actually gets paid more money and gets paid right then when the play happens. What's your feeling on MusicCoin? And I appreciate your time today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Sounds like library coin to me, right, Aria? Something along a similar line of.
It's very similar to that, except it's for music and it doesn't require its own built-in browser. Well, I guess it would sort of be a browser. But I'm not a fan of the idea of patenting and copywriting and all of that in the first place.
What about Watch My Bit? That's another website that, I mean, I don't know how instantaneous the payout is, and I think it's only Bitcoin compatible, but that's another service where you can get paid instantaneously. You basically monetize your music or video or whatever, and people pay in order to watch it.
What's the distribution on that? Is it just on their site?
As far as I know, it's just on their site.
Gotcha. See, I think that's where MusicCoin really is taking this to the next step. Is they're trying to get into the mainline audience and mainline distribution for music, and they're trying to get enough composers and producers to release music that basically they can approach iTunes and Amazon and say, hey, we have a different distribution model for artists that actually watch out for artists. So like literally I release a song, and on Spotify, I will literally get 1/1000th of a cent if you listen to my song. If you listen to it with Music Coin, I literally get 20 cents. Now, I know we're talking about cents here.
Oh, yeah, but cents add up. Trust me, I totally understand. Now, we do have in the studio getting ready for the next broadcast coming on after us, as always, immediately coming after Call to Freedom is Free Talk Live. We have one of their hosts in the studio with us who has a little more information about
you had mentioned the Watch My Bit. They actually wound up suspending operation a year ago because the Bitcoin fees wound up getting too high to where it wasn't really worthwhile to do micropayments of pay 9 cents to watch a video and pay a 25-cent transaction fee.
Yeah.
But as far as how readily accessible those funds were, you got paid out end of the day.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's one thing musicians, and since, let's see, who was it? It was Clinton that actually took the 5 big, huge labels and basically made them the grand poobah in the music industry. And they basically, there's 5 companies that control all the music in the world right now. And
not all of it.
No, all of it. I've been in the music
industry. They don't control my music.
Well, I'm talking mainstream music. I don't know.
They control whether or not your music gets to be played on the radio. Well,
no, not really,
because I could play it.
You can play it, yeah, but I mean, get on TV spots. You want to do ad spots. You want your music in movies. You want your music to have some kind of gripping power. You want to be able to get on a tour with a label. Let's face it, there's 5
Not
major
really.
labels. What do you mean, not really?
I mean, all of those things are kind of at odds to what I see as music's main purpose, which is to speak to people.
He was saying if, though.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
I didn't hear the if. Okay.
I'm speaking purely on the platforms where you have a large monetary compensation for your work. So if on Spotify I have like 75,000 plays, I would have one track on a TV show. Within 90 days, I'd literally make 300 times what I made on Spotify with 70,000 plays.
But would you want your music butchered to that degree? Where they just take a 20-second sample of it and throw it on some TV show out of context with the rest of the song?
Well, some music is designed for that. Some music is designed to be consumed in 20-second bits.
And from a musician,
right, but not a 4-minute song.
Well, not every song's 4 minutes.
Very true, very true. All right, well, thanks for coming on with us today, Morwick. And we're definitely going to have to reach out to the folks from Music Coin and try to get them on the show for one of our Wednesday cryptocheck.org Coin of the Week segments. If you want to call in, give us a call, 603-283-6160. We'll be right back here on The Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
Radio is the most personal of mediums. I exist right now in your head. If you listen to Free Talk Live regularly, you know me. Free Talk Live is on more than 160 radio stations around the U.S. and has been downloaded on every continent around the world. Hundreds of thousands of listeners with ad packages from $600 a month to $6,000 a month. Imagine what we can do for your business, project, website, or idea. Email me, mark@freetalklive.com.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm. Some of you asked, and now we've delivered. LRN.FM's live Keene, New Hampshire studio shows are now streamed in HD on Twitch. Visit our channel at twitch.lrn.fm and give it a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription on Twitch. If you use it on our channel, Twitch will give LRN.FM a monthly piece of your Prime subscription cost. So please watch, follow, share, and subscribe to twitch.lrn.fm. That's twitch.lrn.fm.
This Your Family Today tip is brought to you by Lil Drums. Every bit as fun as a full-size Nestle drumstick cone, and definitely cuter. Visit us at drumstick.com. Vacations are all about family time, but you don't have to leave home to have fun. Take 1 weekend a month and devote it to family activities. Pull out the board games and puzzles, serve up some treats, or have a picnic. Even without leaving home, you'll feel like you've really had some time away. For more tips like these, visit us at parenthood.com/yourfamilytoday.
Did you know you can listen to LRN.FM via our free-to-air satellite channels? We have channels over nearly all of North America and much of Africa. All you need is an affordable receiver and a dish as small as 30 inches. There are no monthly fees. Learn more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content. See our coverage maps and get details at sat.lrn.fm. That's sat.lrn.fm. sat.lrn.fm.
Hey, I'm LRN.FM Program Director Ian Freeman. If you're listening to our free-to-air satellite feed in North or Central America, heads up! We've been on the same channel on the Galaxy 19 satellite since 2010, but now our satellite provider is moving us to a new channel on a different transponder. The original channel will stay on the air until the end of February to give you time to transition without any loss of service, so don't delay. I've posted the new channel details at sat.lrn.fm, but in case you're listening with no internet access, if you do a blind scan on your receiver, you should see the new channel at transponder 12, 11,936 megahertz, horizontal polarization, symbol rate 20,000, FEC 3/4. All that information is at sat.lrn.fm, as well as a link to our Patreon where you can support our channels for just $2 a month. Visit sat.lrn.fm for more information about our international satellite channels, and thanks for listening to LRN.fm.
Love what we do? Please help support our international satellite channels at patreon.lrn.fm. That's patreon.lrn.fm.
You're listening to The Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
تستمتعون إلى برنامج نداء للحرية مباشرة على LRN.FM.
I have you.
Welcome back into the final segment of this Monday night live broadcast of The Call to Freedom here on LRN.FM. We've been broadcasting live from the Vertcoin studio. If you're listening to us internationally, we are coming across on a free-to-air satellite all across sub-Saharan Africa and Central America and North America as well. So Tom had some stuff he wanted to cover that we promised him his own little stint in the show that he could get into it. So I'm just going to pass it over to Tom for what he thinks is a particularly important piece of news.
Somewhat the opposite. So I'm sure that a lot of our listeners have heard about this Nunes memo that came out. It was released on Friday over the strong objections of the intelligence community. Basically, it was released by the Trump White House. It's a memo that at least purports to be by Devin Nunes, who is the chair of the House Intelligence Committee, concerning the FISA warrant that authorized the surveillance of Carter Page, who was an official in the Trump campaign. And I'm here to tell you that if you haven't read it, pass. There's nothing in there. Well, there is one thing in there, but it's not what you would think. You see, what the memo is actually about is exactly how easy it is to get a FISA warrant, FISA being the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, against a United States citizen. Now, we've been told for years, decades really, that there are all these safeguards in place to prevent American citizens from being surveilled by the intelligence community under FISA, that it's just for foreign intelligence, as the act says. And this is the reason, we've been told, why the court that authorizes these warrants can stay secret, and why we never need to know what they're actually surveilling. Well,
considering one of those protections was the Fourth Amendment, and it got thrown out a long time ago, I don't know why people would be surprised that, FISA doesn't do anything to protect them.
They've actually said you don't need to worry about the Fourth Amendment because it's just foreign people, right? Except not this time. It was not only a American citizen, but one of Nunez's buddies. And I will tell you that if you take the memo at face value, which I by no means encourage anyone to do, that it does detail an abuse of a FISA warrant to surveil an American citizen. And it does decry some of the shortcomings of the system. Here's the problem. Devin Nunes himself is the prime sponsor of the FISA Reauthorization Act. He has sponsored...
And the Patriot Act.
And the Patriot Act, but primarily here, the FISA Reauthorization Act of 2017. He introduced it in, November. The entire Republican House Intelligence Committee has voted to reauthorize this act over and over and over again. And they have not only resisted any efforts to reform it to prevent exactly the abuses they're complaining about, they've called people un-American, they've called them terrorist lovers, they've called them evildoers for even suggesting that this act could be abused. And yet along comes this memo and we're suddenly supposed to believe they care about it. Well, your actions speak a lot louder than your words, Republicans. So, when you hear Fox News complaining about Obama done there went and abused that there Pfizer to try to keep Trump from getting elected, what you going to do about it? You want to leave the exact same thing in place because the truth is you like it. It just happens to be in one case your buddy got caught with his hand in the Russian cookie jar. And that is all you need to know about the Nunes memo.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true though. I mean, it's the same way. It doesn't really matter which side you're of the equation that you're on. The things that are going on, they continue because both sides are happy to vote in favor of these things because they know eventually, if the party in power now doesn't completely dissolve the government and install a dictatorship, eventually they will be back in power, and those powers will be their party's powers. And so that's why, unless it's a social issue, Obama and Trump era party lines mean nothing unless it's social issues.
Well, Nunes was saying this crap back in June, I think it was, and I even wrote an article about it, attempting to remind him that he voted for the very act that caused it to happen, because he wanted to know why an American citizen was being surveyed without due process.
Because that's what the act is for.
Right. I mean, you voted for this, you idiot.
But we have to pass the laws before we can read them, remember. So.
Oh. Why are you out
Very
here
true.
hunting deer with that deer rifle and that deer bait? Well... Just saying.
What?
Just saying.
That's the metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's an analogy. It's both, really. Why are you surveilling people without due process with that act that specifically lets us surveil people without due process?
Okay, got you.
Why did you go get a secret warrant under the Secret Warrant Act of Secret Warrant 2000 Secret Warrant? Well, you just answered your own question. Ask a stupid question, and the answer might be, you're stupid.
Well, they're politicians. We already knew that answer to the question. If they had anything productive to do or say, they would be in the private sector.
So true.
I mean, seriously.
So true.
They would be in the private sector. Oh man, I wanted to cover that story and we didn't get to it. Oh well. The Trump talking about we need another big event. Another big event.
What kind of big event?
I don't know. What kind of big event? He wants to homogenize the society and the culture around a leader. What kind of big event could he possibly mean?
I don't know, but something's probably going to explode, and brown people are going to explode with it.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the same old thing that I've been hearing since 2009, 2010, which is this not so new thing where the anti-Muslim crowd kind of veiledly says that they really would be like if there was another 9/11. While they talk about how horrible it was and how we can never forget that and blah, 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 right? The same time, they some of them straight out say it, and others are like, well, we need an event, a big event that will bring people together.
A happening.
A happening. A happening. A happening.
There's an event happening.
Yeah, The Happening. That was a terrible movie.
It's a terrible
Hey,
movie.
what?
It was.
Hey,
It's like
what
the
a
worst
twist.
movie ever.
Literally nothing happened.
The
That was
Happening.
the movie. The
Yeah,
Happening.
it was
Nothing
trees.
happened.
Trees were killing people.
Nothing.
The trees,
but-
the trees and the grass made you want to commit suicide.
And then in the end, they just stopped, and there's no explanation why.
Yeah, they just stopped just because.
Because
See,
the
that-
writer didn't know how to deal with it.
See, that would fulfill Trump's purposes, but the trees would have to be wearing turbans and yelling Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, there you go. Big event.
Me without my good sounds right in front of me. I've got a great Allah Akbar in the sound clips.
What was it you told us that's like the it's not what people think
It's
it is.
how
It's
people
like the,
clap.
Yeah, that's right. It's Muslim clapping.
It is. It's Muslim clapping for men. Women clap, men say Allahu Akbar. And when I get up and I give a speech, right? So if I go to say you can go on YouTube, right? And just pull up a speaker at one of these conventions, not a khutbah in the mosque, like the sermon, you shut up. You shut what we like to call the hell up, and you just leave it there. Don't even say hello to somebody when they come in. Just shut up. Don't say nothing. But speakers, the way that you clap for them after they get done is people say, one guy in the front row will go, Takbir! And then all the other guys will go, Allahu Akbar! All over the thing while the women clap. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, 4 to 7 p.m. right here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM, the best in crypto talk, your only home for drive home libertarian radio and free crypto. Oh, we got a caller on the line. We missed it. We're going to pick that up in just a moment. We'll be back. Stick around for Free Talk Live coming up next.
Already struggling to get by on the basic necessities of day-to-day life, lunatics across the nation confirmed today that they are now barely able to afford the quickly rising price of car meat.
I've got 14 Barbara Streisands to feed and 3 more on the way. Day and night they shout, "We're hungry, Admiral. We want grade A Honda loaf. We want Nissan truck."
I just want to know what Bruno Mars plans to do about this. He sits around all day eating Audi ribeye and limousine bouillabaisse while we scrape by with taxi shanks. Meanwhile, the men at arms are still overseas fighting the war on Wheel of Fortune.
For more on this story, check this week's Onion Review.
This is the Onion News Network.
Here's a chance to do a little activism while you're cruising Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Between the LOL cats, the recipes, the hot girls, and the inspirational sunrise memes, Free Talk Live's posts pass by your newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click Get Notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that tenth of a calorie it takes to click on something. facebook.freetalklive.com.
What do you shop for that you could otherwise buy at Amazon? Pretty much everything, right? Amazon has competitive pricing and they deliver, and that's a big plus. If you could plan ahead in your shopping, would you be interested in saving up to 33%? There's a catch. You have to do your shopping in Bitcoin. But imagine those savings. It's like a huge raise. All you have to do is go to saveatpurse.com. We've saved thousands, and you can too. Plan ahead and save. Saveatpurse.com.
You're 6 minutes away from a live episode of Free Talk Live, brought to you by freekeen.com. Listen live at freetalklive.com.
From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, February 5th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.87 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,337 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $32, and the average price of Bitcoin is $7,656. Antiwar.com reports Yemeni forces loyal to the Saudi Arabia-backed Hadi government are, if on top of the right mountain and at the right time of day, within visual range of the outskirts of the capital city of Sana'a. It may be as close as they ever get. The same closeness, after all, has been true for literally weeks on end, and with a mountain range in the way, 25 miles or so isn't exactly walking distance. This is doubly true because gains in the area have long since stopped. Hadi forces have been on the offensive for most of the war, but over the past week saw their own de facto capital city of Aden getting completely routed by a whole different faction of southern separatists, which likely changes their priority from offensive to defensive. Saudi officials are trying to resolve the differences between Hadi's allies and the secessionists, but either way, they probably aren't going to be in a position to commit a bunch of additional troops to attacking North Yemen, meaning the war is as stalemated as ever. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co. UPI reports a strong shallow earthquake struck the coast of Taiwan on Sunday evening. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck 21 kilometers north-northeast of Hualien, Taiwan. Reports suggest the earthquake could be felt in Taipei, the capital city of Taiwan. No casualties have yet been reported. Aftershocks with magnitudes between 4 and 5 went rumbling across the country throughout the evening. The epicenter of the original quake was traced to a depth of 12 kilometers. Taiwan News reported a total of 10 aftershocks were reported, with the largest being a magnitude 5.5. Several smaller earthquakes preceded Sunday's main quake. Taiwan is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire and routinely experiences relatively minor earthquakes. The country and its populous capital have, however, experienced larger deadly quakes in the past. A 7.6 magnitude earthquake hit Taiwan in 1999, killing more than 2,500 people. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.